If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it. Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still in the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motor. No proof. Like I always wanted him, I never hated him, I never traded him, and if I did, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's like Florida. Gucci a large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. Hey, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever and cute as can be. You can watch us on YouTube with viewing for free. Hey, this one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hello, Leroy.
Top of the morning to you, Tobes.
It's good to see you, buddy, here on a Vice Shirt Friday. So we're streaming live on YouTube and Twitch, which if you guys have never watched this before, you may want to, because it looks like we have an expert in studio with the Terry Rozier NBA gambling scandal. Who do we have the pleasure of having here on our, if you guys want to watch 104.3 WQAM on YouTube, Miami 104.3 WQAM on Twitch, who do we have the pleasure of having here today?
Oh, thank you, Tobin and Leroy. It is Agent Froggy here. Just making sure things are clean around here. You know, we've been getting a lot of complaints, something about chili peppers. So I decided to come over here and make sure I clean things up.
What is that voice that you're doing?
What do you mean the voice that I'm doing? This is my natural voice.
What is that voice that he's doing?
Why is he talking like he's in the old west?
Yeah,
No.
are you I don't know what you're doing. It's kind of like the Godfather voice that you do.
No, I grew up in Connecticut. I don't know what you mean by the West. And from the North. Don't worry about me.
That mustache has got 2 seconds left to stand. I also understood. I was like, dude, why does he
call him Harry LeBron?
Why does he have a Yosemite Sam mustache? He already has facial hair under there.
Oh, well, if you're just gonna reveal my identity, it is I in the flesh.
Wow,
that's right.
How are you?
Sorry to trick you guys like that.
Good to see you here, buddy. I didn't even know you still had access to the building.
Well, you know, when you become a federal agent, you get access to a lot of different places.
Oh, really? That's how that works?
Oh, you went after that sign-on bonus with ICE?
Yeah. You fell for one of those text messages recruiting you?
Yeah, I needed ICE, and I realized it was for a different application, and long story short, I have a different job now.
Everybody is so happy and stunned to see you here. They're like, whoa!
I'm surprised they recognized that it was me. Also, does anyone have an extra key? Because
where did you get handcuffs?
Wait, and why are they kid size? You arresting little felons? Because look how little that is.
Sometimes maybe Tadpole gets a little out of line.
You know, gotta be ready for all occasions.
Bad boys, what you want to do?
About an
Dude,
hour.
why are those handcuffs so small?
I'm not sure, but they're cutting off circulation on my hand.
No kidding.
I desperately need a key.
Wow.
Oh, you don't have a handcuff?
No, I figured one of you would be strong enough to get this off.
Okay. Well, we'll figure it out during the break. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. What was your reaction yesterday, Froggy, to all the happenings around the Miami Heat's Terry Rozier?
I tell you what, I think that the only way that I could react to this is with a top 5 double dip.
Are you kidding me?
It's gonna be the top 5 names that Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups should be using instead of their normal basketball nicknames.
Oh my God.
You double dip the chip.
We're getting right into it.
He's got bits out of the box.
Dip the chip.
Been saving bits.
Took a bite.
Bits in reserve.
It's like Ichiro.
It's like Ichiro.
Swinging out of the box. All right, what are the top 5 names that Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups should be using instead of their real names?
All right, let's start off with number 5. Say hello to Chauncey Baccarat. We know what you're up to, dude. We know what you're up to. Coming in at number 4, let's go ahead and try Chauncey Billup the ante.
That one I like.
Billup the ante. Yeah,
That
pretty
I
good.
like.
Pretty good. Let's keep it going on the list. Coming in at number 3, Cheatsy Billups. Can't trust him. X-ray tables, dude. A little much.
Did you see yesterday that Damian Lillard got very mad at Kevin Love for his jokey jokes on social media? So Kevin Love, obviously, he couldn't resist. He couldn't resist.
He's sneaky good on social.
Well,
Like,
he's good.
he posted a meme of Terry Rozier and Chauncey Billups as the Coldplay couple that got caught embracing each other. And Damian Lillard posted he was in the comments. Let me see exactly, because he shamed Kevin Love. He goes, weak ass bleep. So he was very mad. Obviously, that is his coach currently.
Yeah, for sure.
Because Damian Lillard is a Blazer.
Not good. Not good.
I mean, like, that's normally how athletes deal with stuff like that, right? You could say it's too soon or too much or whatever.
He dropped a couple clips.
There's absolutely no malice in that, right? He's just trying to.
Well, he deleted it. Obviously, he thought there was enough malice that he should take it down.
Well, if he respects Chauncey Billups, if he respects Dame. So it has more to do with respecting Dame than, the jokey joke.
Also, it was your teammate last year.
Yeah, for sure.
He's probably not even thinking about Chauncey Billups. It's like, Terry Rozier will find it funny.
Yeah. Hopefully he does. Coming in at number 2.
Number 2.
You heard of Mr. Big Shot? Welcome, Mr. Big Pot. A lot of money
Big
being
Pot.
spent over there.
Mr. Big Pot.
And the final one.
-1.
No?
Terry Rozier. Because it was a ruse.
-1.
What about
Show poniness.
penitentiary Terry Rozier?
Too much.
That's what I thought.
Too much. I don't have my too much silly sauce button ready, but it will be soon. Sorry. Man, what a time. What a time we're living in right now.
A wild time.
Wild times. I'm sitting here, and everybody's got a, this has become the story, obviously, all over sports yesterday.
Mhm.
Which, by the way, the basketball has been awesome over the last to
Oh
start
my
the
goodness.
season. More
And
double
the
overtimes, more
first
overtimes.
week of the season has
been
been like
incredible.
it's the last week.
This has been incredible.
Where do we go from here?
The
Oh,
cup.
only down, because then everybody will start
yeah.
maintenance programming.
Yeah.
We got maintenance week too.
Yeah. Yeah, everybody's got the fresh legs.
Isn't the NBA Cup like around the corner?
Who knows?
All right.
Who knows? Another Adam Silver genius idea.
It's true.
More insignificant tournaments and just covered in scandal. That's what he's
Who
done.
won it last year? Didn't
I think the Bucks? Did the Bucks win it last year?
they beat
won the first
OKC,
year.
right?
I don't remember. I don't see. Who
Hate
cares?
this cup.
Right.
Who
Stupid cup.
cares?
Yeah, it was the
I feel like the Bucks won it. The Lakers won it the first year. I think the Bucks won it last year.
You know what? I'm gonna say stuff that I don't know, so I'm just gonna stay quiet. I think you're right. I think it was the Bucks.
But then they beat OKC. Then they beat OKC in the.
They might have. I don't remember. I don't care about the in-season tournament.
Yeah, that's fair.
The
Right.
Heat have not fared well in the
So-
in-season tournament. So
So
I haven't. The
whoa,
only
whoa,
re-
whoa, whoa,
the
whoa,
o-
whoa,
the only
whoa,
re-
whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Let me get this straight. You fraudulent man.
Wow.
We'll see. We'll see if
No,
you
no.
land the plane on this one.
Yikes.
So you don't care about the in-season tournament,
Mm-hmm.
but you'll pay money for Euro basketball.
Why do you think that is? Try and put two and two together there. Who plays in Eurobasket?
Europeans?
No, who?
He's right.
Yeah. Who plays in?
Who plays for who?
Yeah, but the actual Heat play in the cup.
Not really. They haven't. I don't even think they haven't even made the elimination.
What?
They haven't made it out of.
Hey,
They haven't. Made,
Marcos.
did you just call him Vlad?
Yeah.
we look alike.
if you cut him in half,
-1.
if I filleted you and cut you in half and used half of you,
Right.
then you could be black.
No, I don't. I just haven't seen the Heat. They haven't gone far in the NBA Cup for me to care.
Yeah, but I'm
about
just
it.
saying, overall interest, it is still the NBA.
But I'll watch the games that are NBA Cup games. You could tell because they have those ugly ass courts that they use.
No.
Yeah.
But I haven't Have you cared about? You didn't know who won either.
I did.
You kind of. Are we sure the Thunder played?
I think the Thunder was in the finals.
I have NBA Cup winners, Milwaukee Bucks. Did they win it 2 years in a row? That's what it's listed here. And then
It's only been around for 2 years, I think.
yeah, but I thought the Lakers won it the first year.
I think the Lakers did win it the first year. Maybe they beat the Bucks. They might have beaten the Bucks the first year.
I hate this cup thing.
Yeah, it's just like it's
So
dumb.
stupid.
The only and by the way, the only reason the cup is around is because the Miami Heat made the finals. They're trying to we got to make this regular season matter. Jimmy Butler took a flamethrower to the regular season. He goes, "This thing doesn't matter. I made the finals twice, and I basically coasted through regular seasons. So like, we better make this thing matter."
Okay, now I see the Bucks defeated Oklahoma City Thunder last year. In the first year, the Lakers defeated the Pacers.
Cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I was right.
How much did you watch?
Huh?
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
I don't think you did.
I watched as much as you did of Euro basketball,
No, because I
it
watched
was
a
locked
ton of
in.
Euro basketball.
which is again my point.
It's not really a point that makes sense though. Like I'm watching players who play for the Heat in Euro
And,
basket,
but you didn't watch the Heat.
but I'm watching their players.
That Fontecchio though.
Fontaine was pretty good.
He was pretty
He
good.
Good.
He was
Pretty
pretty good. And you know what I realized? The Heat have gotten gotten a lot longer sneakily, right? Like
Not long enough.
except for
Mm.
Davion and Drew Smith's not that tall.
Or good.
All right, calm down.
Just saying.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you like
Take it
this.
easy.
Not for nothing.
Mhm.
The Miami Heat love them some Drew Smith.
I don't understand.
I don't
So good.
like it must be something about how he plays, his ability to play point guard, but they love what he does on the basketball court. I'm sorry you feel that way about Drew Smith, but there's people that above all our pay grade that really like Drew Smith and got excited when dude was back.
Yeah. Well, I'll be checking his Hard Rock app too.
What?
Yeah. Agent Froggy doesn't play.
I don't understand what that means. So you're gonna
So
try.
now
You're
he
gonna
did-
try and
so
capsulate Drew
everything
Smith
is-
in scandal.
Oh my
Mhm.
God.
Mhm.
Carson Wentz.
What? Yeah.
You went all Carson Wentz on the situation.
Well, I mean, he got his ass kicked yesterday too.
Not
Yeah.
good.
Not a good game. That our run of Thursday night games has come to an end mid-season.
And it seems like it was two teams that,
Pretty good.
yeah.
It's not like scrubs.
Yeah, I mean the Vikings don't have their quarterback, or I guess
Well.
they never have their quarterback.
They never have their quarterback.
But
What does that feel like? We know.
sucks. I don't think they have Van Ginkel either. Like he's hurt.
Yeah.
I did see
No.
Brian Flores yesterday, and I was like, I'm sorry. So
You know what
sorry.
happens when you don't have Andrew Van?
Oh, Aaron Rodgers pulled the Tobin.
We do.
Hmm?
Not a revenge game.
We played that yesterday.
Nah,
No, no.
I heard that.
Still.
You know what happens when you don't have Andrew Van Ginkel?
What's that?
You Andrew Van Stinkle.
Hey,
I'll see myself out.
it's good. It's good. Thank you. Appreciate that.
That's
You think that's a point? You think that's a point? I don't think that's a point.
Point for Tobin!
Congratulations to WQAM on its move to the FM dial.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Frog Boy in the building today. It's a Frog Boy Friday. It's a football Friday.
Yeah.
We got Dolphins and Falcons coming at you on Sunday. And that'll be, we'll get your coverage going at 9 a.m. Myself, Solana, we'll have Chris Perkins stop by, and of course, Omar Kelly. And get you ready for the Dolphins. Just an incredible matchup. Week 8. Love it. No Julian Hill. He's on the injury report right now. He hasn't practiced the last couple of days.
Yeah, Tanner Connor breakout game.
Could be. At least I'll save my $10. I know one guy who's not cheating the system.
Oh, look at that.
Julian Hill.
That's true. That is true.
And then of course we have Canes and Stanford this weekend. The Panthers lost last night, by the way. Tough night for my boy Bob. He gave up a heap of goals and not many shots yesterday. Panthers kept trying to make that comeback. Marchand had a really nice game. He continues to kind of carry the Cats through all this, but
should I be worried or not yet?
They're feeling it out right now. I mean, like, look, I'm gonna be insincere if I come on here and I tell you that I'm worried about the Florida Panthers, but it's definitely not the team from the playoffs right now. Like, they look like a team that is filling out new roles, feeling themselves out. They look like a team that doesn't have two of their best players. And that's tough. But yeah, like, Bob's had a lot of good games that he's kept them in. Then last night, well, he had a bit of a stinker. So, they just all haven't gotten on that same page yet. The defense is not, playing right. The offense kind of got going late, and they just never were able to. The Penguins' firepower, and Penguins have been off to a good start this season. So,
in fact, I think you can blame the Panthers for changing the approach that everybody else has, right? Because, I mean, they were talking about, I heard on the broadcast, how last year Pittsburgh was the worst when it comes up giving up rushes and odd man rushes and stuff like that. And so everybody's kind of hunkering down on the defensive end.
Mm-hmm.
The Panthers' problem is that you have had a whole bunch of offensive guys who were playing defense in years past. When you look at all the top scorers, they also played excellent defense. And now you kind of lost one side of that, whereas you still have the defense at times, but the offense, you lose 2 or 3 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Besides Marchand, who I still can't believe how fast that dude is on the ice.
Yeah, the old guys last night, him and Crosby yesterday, both with a pair of goals.
Yep.
In the defeat. They're back at it tomorrow. They take on the Vegas Golden Knights at 6:00. And then Heat back in action tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies at 8:00. Coverage begins tonight at 6:45 with preheat. No Yakachonas, no Tyler Hero. John Morant, questionable in this game with an ankle injury. Memphis is a 3.5-point favorite, so we gotta pay attention to these injury reports these days. And then I think the Heat have shoot around today around 10:45. I'm curious to see. I'm sure Erik Spoelstra's not going to say anything about this whole Terry Rozier thing.
Why would they ask?
Oh, people are going to ask. I think you got it. Well, here's what I would say. You got to at least ask, like, hey, is the team okay? Like, their teammate just got arrested in the middle of the night on the road. Like, that's definitely a relevant thing to ask them. I think that's probably where you come at it from. He's not going to say anything on the investigation, obviously.
I don't think anybody knows.
I don't know.
I mean, think about it. As far as the NBA and everybody else, they thought it was done.
I think the thing that is unfortunate here for the Heat in all of this, right? And you saw Terry Rozier. Terry Rozier was released yesterday from jail. He had to put up his $6 million house as collateral. Reports were he was wearing a Hornets jersey. I'm not even joking about this. It read like the Onion. He was wearing a Hornets jersey in court.
What? What in the Davion Mitchell was he wearing his own?
We didn't have a Jordan hoodie anywhere. Like, he had to wear the Hornets hoodie, I guess, when he got woken up. That's what he grew up. That's what he was sleeping in. I don't know. But yeah, I think right now the Heat fan is a little bit upset with this situation because we're trying to find out here, how the hell did the NBA let this slide? with all of this because they investigated and they claimed that and they cleared him. They even said, "Oh, Terry Rozier gave up his phone," but they said there was nothing they could find. But the thing that's odd about all of this is this got flagged the day that it happened, 2023. Mm-hmm. And these casinos didn't want to pay out all of the strange bets on this.
Right.
And the thing that got kicked up yesterday, Brian Windhorst went on the Rich Eisen show, and he made it sound like the NBA had Terry Rozier shelved for the rest of the season, which I was like, wait a minute, dude. So you guys knew that something didn't smell right here, at least enough when this was all getting cleared up. Because mind you, I don't think they got paid some of these bets until like a week later. That something didn't smell right to the point where you may have said, just keep it on. And the Hornets were out of it. They were tanking for Wemby anyway. So it really was. I think the whole point of this is like people thought, oh, no one's going to find out because who cares about these Hornets games? We're losing on purpose, right? Like if we're to believe the allegations of what happened, which the feds say that's what they think happened. And I think the people are upset right now because if it seems, if that's the case, the NBA said, oh, we cleared him, but it also kind of feels like, hey, did you guys try and sweep this under the rug? Because we've obviously seen all of the scrutiny that has come out in the last 24 hours about, hey, is there too much gambling in sports? The NBA has already had a gambling scandal, a very famous one with one of the referees in its past. There's a ton of gambling money that has boosted salaries in a big, big way. And, wouldn't it have been great for optics if a rando Hornets game was the cause of, oh, maybe we shouldn't be allowed to gamble on all of these games. And so, what the Heat's recourse is for all this, I don't think there's much. Like, I'm sitting here and people are saying, hey, give us our pick back. I don't think that's going to happen, guys. Like, I don't think it is, Froggy. I don't know what to tell you. Like, the Heat made a bad trade. They traded for a player who stinks. He fell off tremendously, especially when all this stuff came to light. I don't know how the NBA is going to be able to come in here if they cleared and they're going to be like, are the Heat going to pull their own investigation? Like, how does one get their pick back in all of this? Like, I don't know. That's the thing is one, the Heat are, I think I just read from Barry Jackson that said that the payments start going for Terry Rozier in November. He gets $24 million payments for his year for his salary. I mean, what are they? So I guess they need a decision by then. It's like, hey, are we paying this guy this year? What are we doing here?
The problem is understand that there's a lot of rules as to how you can suspend or fine because of the collective bargaining. And so while we're thinking what this league should do and how they should go about it, there's rules that govern how they can do certain things.
Yes, but the NBA can rule a player ineligible whenever they want.
Sure. They can do that, but then it becomes, okay, is he still getting paid? And so I think doing it this way, they can clarify all those things and kind of take the necessary course so that nobody will contest it.
Yeah, I don't think that the Heat are going to get their pick back. And it's very strange that I have a lot of Hornets fans in my mentions because I was tweeting out yesterday, like, my way that I think you can make it right if this is the case that they knew and they swept something under the rug. Because, the people get picks taken from them for tampering all the time. People get trade exceptions in trades for injuries and things like that. What I said was the big hang up here for the Miami Heat that sucks is not just that they lost a first round pick, but it messes up your flexibility in making trades because you're not allowed to put as many picks in a trade. So, like, let's just say theoretically, John Morant wanted to be on the Miami Heat.
Right.
And you wanted to trade a certain amount of picks. Well, you can't because now you have this conditional pick that's locked out to the Hornets.
So you have to skip a year.
Right.
Right.
And you don't even know which year yet because 1 year is lottery protected and then becomes unprotected. That's just what happened with the OKC deal. So my suggestion was to it, like you're probably not getting your pick back. All right.
So, but here,
But what I would say is, let me just finish. Is could the Heat be given some kind of condition to be allowed to trade whatever picks they wanted to,
right?
Like a pick exception. People have also, I saw Iris suggested, could they get a compensatory pick? Could they get another first round pick that year, just at the end of the draft, just so they can unlock trades,
right?
Like that, because that to me is the big hang up in all this. It's not the money, because the money is going to get you end of roster guys this year. That damage is done. I'm not going to be here oh, give us our pick back to the Hornets. All right. But the big hang up is like, if the Heat really wanted to make a home run trade, you're locked up on something that was kind of sketchy at best. Could there be something in that regard to make it right? And this, at least you have time to decide, because that pick's not owed. The first time it could be owed is 2027. So at least we have time to figure this out. And I would like to see if this is true, and I don't know that it is, but I would like to see if the Miami Heat could get something in that regard, at least to open up their ability to make more trades and get more assets unlocked to them to make this deal. It may be too bad, too sad, but I'm curious to see if that's what they could do.
If I'm the Heat, here's how I look at this. I would say to the NBA, you need to do something to kind of make us whole. Because if you said you don't want him to play,
right,
at the end then you knew,
absolutely,
and you allowed the trade to
100%.
happen. So not only did you allow this trade to happen, but then you penalize us, and we still lose. So you got to do something. And I wouldn't even worry about Charlotte as much as the NBA, who cleared him and made everything seem like it was okay.
And has done it basically what seems like multiple times.
They seem like they covered it up more than Charlotte.
Right.
Right. So that's the angle I would take. Because if I'm Charlotte and the league lets it happen, I'm not going to say no. I'm going to go ahead and do it.
MacMan says he shouldn't be rewarded for being dumb enough to get Rozier. They should just get the money cleared.
Yeah, but at the time, it didn't seem like it was dumb.
Agreed. I think the thing is, would you ever trade for somebody that if a scandal was of this regard and it was hidden in the means, like it's almost like hiding an injury from somebody,
right?
So I don't know. You might be right. The Heat may just be in a screwed situation. I
don't think they're in a screwed situation, because I can always go to the league and say, you allowed this to happen, fix it. Because if they were already investigating him way before we traded for him, and you knew this stuff was there or was a possibility, why would you allow this trade to happen and us to lose a pick, knowing that this was still a possibility?
What do you want, Frog Boy?
Blood!
Wow.
Vengeance! Look, this Adam Silver has Tony Cannoli in his pocket here, sharing money in a speakeasy somewhere. These guys are dirty, dude. They're doing dirty deals all the time. They saw what happened. If I go to a car dealership, right, and I purchase a car, and the dealership says, no, it's a totally fine car, I promise. And we go to check that car, and they're like, no, don't worry about it. But they knew the whole time that there was an issue with that car. There's a such thing as a lemon law. And I think, at the very least, the Miami Heat are owed money, a pick, maybe like just steal a player off another roster for all I care. Who really needs the Hornets team anyway? I need something. I need blood. Lemon law. You hear me, Adam Silver? Lemon law.
Is
gabagoo a bad word?
I think isn't that food?
You gabagoo.
Take a break. Back after this.
vibes.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. You guys can get in on the chat. 104.3 WQAM. Crazy, man.
Sucks they can't even blame it on their interpreter.
That's a point. Hey, you made up.
Hey,
for it.
hey,
You made up for it, you rascal.
Look who's
You
back.
do need a fall guy typically.
For sure.
I do find this, the thing that is crazy about this, like reading all the things that are going in here, and like I think the thing that is most notable about this is like, look, people are going to say, with all this money that's around, how do you get involved in this? And it's like, it's not that you get involved with it. You probably could do it right, but there's going to be some guy who feels screwed in some type of way that'll squeal, that'll rat, that'll get into a tough situation. And that seems to be the case. Like, these guys are just getting involved and giving information. Like, for example, in the Terry Rozier case, his friend, the one that he allegedly ended up counting the money with at the end,
yeah,
he apparently got paid $100,000 to even tip off that this was going down. And that was the same thing that happened with Damon Jones, allegedly, in these indictments, is that Damon Jones was giving these nefarious mafiosos the tip, the gamblers, that, hey, LeBron won't play tonight. And one time he was right and he got paid money. And then the one time he was wrong, the mafia wanted to come back. They're like, hey, what happened to LeBron not paying? So you cross them up, then all of a sudden, oh, guess what? Hey, I got some information for you. You know, Johnny Thumbs wants to let you know, this assistant coach knows that he's giving tips on who's playing and who's not playing.
You know who the snitch is? Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah, I saw some of that he was because he had poker games or something like that, right?
Yeah, he had poker games.
But he joked that he was going to snitch. He wasn't. I don't think that he really is a snitch.
I think he totally did.
Do you think that he rolled over?
Look, there's some clips that are coming out about him and Damon Jones being friends, poker night.
Well, Damon Jones, that's the one thing, is they've said that, but like, this is where people, I don't think, can wrap their mind around it, right? Because you have Chauncey Billups, Terry Rozier making tons of money around all this stuff, and you're like, how can you do that? But like, Damon Jones made a lot of money and apparently got into a lot of gambling debt, according to these reports, like that he had an issue and he lost fortune. And so you're looking for ways to make money, you get in with the wrong people. You think, what's the harm? I'm going to tell you whether LeBron's playing or not.
Yeah, I mean, who's to say, you know, a janitor who's like cleaning, like, oh, LeBron's like, you know, is that illegal as well or something like that?
See, people, and the thing that's interesting about the Damon Jones thing, people seem to think that's the most scandalous. I kept hearing this around the NBA, is like, the NBA has to do something about injury reports, and that is the most interesting part of all this. And I could not disagree more. First of all, Vegas knows.
Yeah.
How do they know?
Vegas
all
knows
the time.
Like that to me is not a big deal in all this. Like, the only thing that is affecting the NBA is like, can you legitimately get to people who are fixing games in unders? You probably have to figure out a way about gambling on unders and guys.
That's why you can't down here. You can't even do it. And who you can't bet on?
You can't play a prop in college,
right?
You can't play a prop in college. So there's got to be some way to limit that. This whole knowing who's going to play, who's not going to play. Do they have to be even more? I mean, how much do they do? 3 updates a day on the injuries? Like, how much more information do you want these guys to give you? Questionable, likable, probable, going to warm up with the intent to play. They try. Someone's going to know something. Guess what? Vegas knows all the time too. If one guy happens to get, a little bit of it, that to me is not. That's really not that big of a deal. But if you had a coach who maybe was giving the leak on, hey, I'm definitely tanking this game, or I'm manipulating an outcome or something, that's obviously a huge deal. If Terry Rozier's out there and he's telling people, I'll go out there a little bit, we'll make, allegedly, if we go out there a bit, I'm not going to be out there for more than 10 minutes, bet all the unders, that's obviously a huge deal. And, I don't know, man. It's one of these things where the thing that I am left with the Rozier thing, because he was so bad down here, is like,
you got questions.
Of course, because like, if it's true that Terry
Rozier can't suck.
If Terry Rozier got away with it with the Hornets in 2023, and his friend was involved in this. Reportedly his childhood friend was the guy, the link that set it all up. Well, who's to say that he didn't do it with the Heat? Like, just because they don't have proof doesn't mean he didn't. So, yeah, you'll excuse me if I don't have a little bit of skepticism, because how can a guy, looter and a riot accusations aside, how does a guy go from that bad to the worst player in the NBA?
The worst.
Right.
And,
statistically the worst.
The games some of the performances he had are laughably bad. And
Right.
so if this guy was involved with bets on unders, we're just to assume it was a one and done? Or am I to assume that, hey, it happened once?
This is when we
I
start
had a neck injury that showed up out of nowhere. Like, I'm sorry that, all that stuff doesn't come to my mind with all of this, that this guy, there's no shot this guy wasn't doing this when he was on the Miami Heat.
This is when you start talking about the integrity of it. Like, if you have to have these conversations of is he or isn't he every night based on his play, that's when the integrity aspect of it comes into play.
Right.
Because now, it's hard. Like, what do you do? Man, this is a tough one for me because this I'd said it would never happen. And the thing that I hate about all of this, the crimes that these guys are accused of are bad enough, but when you combine them, you make it seem like they were all together. You know what I mean? So now Chauncey Billups is getting lumped in with the portion of the given information about players.
Yes.
And Terry Rozier is getting caught up in the poker thing, because I think that if you would have separated them, right? Now, I think the reason why they weren't separate is because it was the same people on
It's the
other
same
end.
network. But look, you're right in that, if you're talking about the numbers.
So we thinking Chauncey Billups was giving information, and that's not what he's getting charged with.
Well, the thing with the Billups thing is we don't know how many. There are accusations out there that he may have known about this multiple times, that these games weren't on the up and up, but that really has nothing to do with the NBA. That's
right, and that's my point. The way they brought all this up, everybody's getting lumped together, and it's starting to get confusing about who was involved in what.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the part that I'm like, yeah, man, when it's something this serious, okay, and these are all very serious charges, to bring them all up and mention them all together and kind of lump everybody together, that's rough, because now everybody thinks Chauncey Billups is giving information. Now, the other thing is we don't know if they call somebody, what do they call them, face card?
Mm-hmm.
So that's the guys they use to get people to come in and play.
Right, lure the suckers.
Right. Are they a part of the cheating, or that's just one aspect of it?
The people who are lured in?
The people who are doing the luring in. I saw something on Threads,
mm-hmm.
where there was a poker player who
You're
was
on
in
Threads?
It just pops up.
That's an upset. I got to be honest with you.
That may be the most shocking news in the past 2 days.
I just wasn't expecting it. Sorry.
Crazy.
Well, when I'm in the bathroom taking care of business, something pops up, and then I just scroll.
No judgment, just a surprise.
There was a poker player who was invited to one of these games,
right?
And he was like, he knew right away.
Yeah, I watched that clip too. I saw that too.
So I don't know. And again, when you talk about all these things and you talk about the charges or whatever, right? They make it sound like Chauncey was an active participant. As far as he may have been the only.
He knew that he was luring suckers.
Well, right. He knew that's
what the idea of this
he
is.
knew what the whole racket was,
mm-hmm.
right? And I'm looking at it as they paid him some money just to.
But that seems that's the thing with the Chauncey thing that seems crazy to me. It's like, man, Chauncey Billups does that for 50. Like they said, it was $50,000. I'm like, there's just no way.
It makes no it's crazy.
There's no way that he could only do it for that. But that's the thing is, you can only get so many things of proof, right? And that's the thing what really bothers me with the Terry thing is like, okay, so I'm just to believe Terry because Damon Jones did it multiple times, right? Like that's what they're alleging,
right?
I'm to believe that Terry Rozier's friend, who was the link up of this information, who got $100K that one time, and then they got away with it, that when he got to Miami, that never happened.
That's the.
I don't know, dude. That's a little like that's a bit of an assumption for me to make that if this guy is truly his childhood friend, and they got away with it once, and I'm just supposed to be here being like,
you know, that $100,000 went quick because he said we could do it again,
right? So. And then we could do it, and we'll do it like less conspicuously or whatever. I don't know.
Doesn't matter because he was under every game.
Yeah.
So now what?
So I'm just sitting here being like, you'll excuse me. Like, I know everybody doesn't give a rat's ass around the nation about how bad Terry Rozier was for the Miami Heat.
We do.
But we have sat here and watched this for 2 seasons on this guy. First of all, he also had a very strange season-ending injury when he was with the Heat. And then
now is that the time where they said the league came in and
no, that was with the Heat. The one with the league was when he was at the Hornets.
Right. So again, after all of that, and then the league clears him, it's almost like they cleared him to approve the trade. Now, here's the problem with Miami fans, right? I know you want a lemon law, and I kind of think that the league has something to do. I think something should be done.
Right.
Okay. We were all celebrating when you got rid of Kyle Lowry. And you didn't care what you were getting rid of Kyle Lowry for.
Let's not
go back.
Even if you got at the peak of his powers, Terry Rozier, giving up a first round pick for him was ridiculous. Hey.
Well,
go ahead.
To the window.
The camera over there. Point this camera over here.
All right.
Oh, that tree looks like a person.
Hey.
Okay.
Just so we're clear.
All right.
Fixed games. Gambling aside. Not off the hook for trading a first round pick for Terry Rozier. That was still really, really stupid and is the worst trade in franchise history. And now has only been made worse. So I just want to be clear. Get that off my junk. I just want to be clear. You ain't off the hook for that one. It's on the resume forever. But, so I know we sound like whiny little babies. I get it.
No, I'm not. I mean, here's the problem when you're dealing with an integrity issue.
Mm-hmm.
The integrity is not how many times it happened. The integrity portion of it is now you think you don't know when,
right?
And you have questions, and that's the part of it that that is the problem.
Of course,
I personally think the league is gonna do something. It's 2028, so you can easily just reverse it. But here's the problem: if I'm Charlotte, I'm saying, well, wait a minute. If you're going to clear that off their books, then I want mine cleared off too.
Right. I get you. No, I'm not saying, look, I know that Charlotte's not going to give up the pick back. And there's part of me that's kind of like, you guys have made a stupid decision. Like, yeah, I get it. Like,
you shouldn't be rewarded.
But I do think that is there something, because the Heat aren't going to get any relief from this, but there is something that just smells wrong about it. Are they just going to be left holding the bag? Probably, most likely. That's probably what's going to happen. But if I was them, I'm taking every avenue to try and get something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaving with something.
Mm-hmm.
Take a break. Back after this.
No, it's not.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Having some fun, talking
Right
some
here.
sports these days. And you can't count on much, but you can always count on Sundays with the NFL on CBS and Paramount Plus. Watch your local NFL game live all season long. Kicking off, we got this big-time matchup this week. Week 8 between the Miami Dolphins and Atlanta Falcons. Visit ParamountPlus.com/NFL to get started today. By big matchup, I mean we got Kevin Harlan on the call this week.
You know what that was right there? That whole situation. Omaha!
Think they're audible.
Audible.
Yeah, pretty good.
I like it.
Look, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to keep saying it. There is nothing worse than your weakness leaning into a team strength. It sucks. And we're going to have the same issue again. They want to run the football. They're going to go out of their way to run the football. They have a dynamic running back.
He's good.
It's almost like he's a thicker H-hand, right? They throw him the ball. They get him the ball in a number of different ways. And if you don't tackle, if you don't pursue, if you're not disciplined in your run fits, he going to crease you. And we saw it last week. He went for 78 and couldn't nobody catch him.
You want to know what his odds are for an anytime touchdown?
Minus 300.
Minus 300.
Yeah.
Very strong.
And rushing it. This and here's what's crazy about this. I'm gonna say this, and it's the rarest of rare. There's running backs who can average 110 yards a week, but their over-under will never be 100 yards. His over-under is over 100 yards.
No, it's close, though.
What is it?
91.
91? That's it?
Well, he does both. I mean, he catches and
What is his total? Like, because he averages 150 yards a week.
total yards.
By the way, I don't want to mention this, but he is my running back for the Odyssey fantasy football team. So if I am cheering on the Falcons this weekend,
See, I hate that. That's why I hate fantasy football.
well, my team's won.
Because I'm saying your
seven,
team loses and they go, oh well, at least I heard.
Yeah, but Bijan though, Bed Bath.
Yeah, that make good on you.
Why is he named after mustard?
Bijan.
I first place in that Odyssey league, in case you're wondering.
Are you?
How are you in an Odyssey league and you barely work for Odyssey?
Fair point.
That's a fair point. I'm a ringer.
I don't have a total yards prop on him, but his receiving is 36 yards.
So it'd be 36 and 91. So yeah, it's 125. 125.
I think he's going to go off.
Yeah, because I'm like,
Do we know who's quarterbacking? I heard there was a potential.
Yeah, Penix wasn't going to play?
Yeah, that and honestly,
it don't matter, dude. It don't matter because any quarterback can turn around and hand it off.
I'm actually more scared of Kirk Cousins, if I'm being honest.
Oh, yeah, I forgot they had Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
I totally forgot Kirk Cousins.
They didn't even like.
I was going to ask you who is their backup. Like, oh, yeah, of course. One of the most.
He's getting guaranteed. Now, isn't that one of the rare instances where they pay a guy, 90 million guaranteed or 100 million for 3 years? He gets hurt. They bring in a rookie. They stay with the rookie and they don't trade him. They just pay him.
I thought for sure he was going to get traded this year. Yeah. I thought for sure he was going to get traded this year. I'm
especially when. Wait, how about this? Why didn't you think Cincinnati didn't try to get him?
Don't know.
Instead of Joe Flacco.
Money, I guess. I don't know. He was limited in practice. Penix on Thursday. So
Penix and Kirk Cousins are about the same age, right?
Penix is old.
What?
Penix is old, dude.
Penix is old for a second-year player.
Yes, for sure.
I got into it. You know what they're trying to do in football, right? In college, 5 years.
5 years is the limit.
No, you can be eligible for 5 years.
I thought you were eligible.
No,
for 5 years.
You get 5 to play 4.
Oh, so just straight up get 5 if you want it?
Yeah.
Whoa,
And
interesting.
because, they get injury, and that's in COVID, that's how they ended up going into 5 and 6 years.
There's been so much going on, so I haven't paid attention, but I saw like some on the fringes. Did I see that some college programs in basketball are trying to get G Leaguers?
No, there's 2. No. Trying. There's 2 G Leaguers that were cleared to go back to college.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What? But
so Cole Swider is going to go light up for like who?
No, not. But here's the thing. While I got into this argument with somebody that no, I don't want college player to have 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, why not? If this is going to be the end of the road for a lot of these kids and they can get NIL, make money, why not? Why not? Like here's what it does. It makes the game better. The good players or the great players aren't going to be there anyway. It's not for those guys.
I don't have a problem with it.
Right.
I mean, I'm sure they do have. Like, I think I saw after all that stuff, they were joking that Cam Reddish was deciding between Louisville and like Michigan State. He's not, but like it's one of those parody ones. Like all these NBA fringe guys. Like, could you imagine if you had like, I don't know, if you had some guy on the end of a roster is like, I don't really get playing time, but he's there. Like DeAndre Jordan just signed today. Like if he's like, I'm going back to college.
Going back to college.
Yeah.
Going back to college. Go figure this out.
Come to the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
I mean, we could probably look the boosters that the Miami Hurricanes have.
I mean, the Hurricanes went to a Final Four with basically a bunch of 30-year-olds one year.
Yeah.
Solid.
Yep.
Well, not the Final Four. I think that was a Sweet 16 team, but you guys get my point.
Yeah.
They had a lot of old guys on that team.
Yep.
So,
I think situations like this actually improve the college experience, right? Because you have the same guys playing and they get another year, and that's going to be the end of it.
All these Australian punters are like 28.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean, it is weird because it's like you have like Malachi Toney who's doing it like he's getting in 18, to get to college earlier.
Right.
But I feel like you're always gonna have freaks. Like
right.
You're gonna have a Cooper Flagg who should be in high school right now, and he's in the NBA.
So it was crazy. Like I remember when NIL first started, right? And the big thing about NIL was all of the big schools are now gonna get all of the players because they have the most money.
Right.
And I don't think people want to admit this, but the NIL has leveled the playing field to some extent. Now you got teams like Vanderbilt, and you got teams like who spent a boatload? Texas Tech spent a boatload of money.
It's kind of an
Ole Miss. And
yeah.
now instead of like separating it, it's actually brought the competition closer together.
Yeah, it's kind of it's brought more stuff to light. It's an interesting thing because like one of the things that's funny with the gambling thing is like people have said, well, this is what legalized gambling has done. And I'm like, I don't think they would have caught him if it was illegal gambling, because none of these places would have been taking these bets and none of them would have been alerted to it. It's kind of out in the open. And I think one of the things with NIL is like, I don't think everybody knew how to cheat in college football. So now that it's all out in the open, it's all kind of there. It's just like, I could just donate money. That's how we do it. Yeah. Like the only people who knew how to do this was the SEC, like wiring it through car dealerships and whatever they did to get it all done. They mastered the system. They knew how to do it all in the shadows. And so it's like, when what it does is like, oh, this is all cool to do, fine. And so I don't think it's been an issue.
So think about this. Look at a team like Indiana. Transfer portal, NIL, right? Vandy has been like knocking on the door for a while. Now you got to really take them serious. There's other schools. Illinois was up there. Georgia Tech is in the top 10. Like, thinking about that, Georgia Tech. Now, conversely, look at some of the powerhouses. Clemson, right? NIL, right? You know what?
I want to throw up a couple more Hail Marys.
Right. Well, let me tell you. Listen, God is
We
great.
built this program on NIL. We really did. It's probably different than what you're thinking, though. We built this program in God's name, image, and likeness.
Okay, but that's great. But
-1.
God can't throw for 300.
Don't blame God for that.
Right? So, like, yeah. So that's the one thing about all of this, with all the people complaining about what NIL was going to end up being and what the transfer portal was going to end up being. It's leveled the playing field, which I'm kind of surprised. I'm surprised because I always thought that the schools that, you know, were complaining about the powerhouses were never going to be able to compete. And it's the other way. Like the schools who would never be able to compete.
But that's also kind of the thing is like, it's why, you know, when you hear like Nick Saban critique it and stuff, it's like, it's kind of laughable. It's because you had the secret sauce to whatever was going on.
Right. And now you don't have that advantage anymore.
Right.
So I love seeing like just I
can't take him seriously with his stupid outfit. He looks like right now like he's monitoring, like he's in the van right now and he's ready to go on a sting.
I'm undercover.
Yeah, but first of all, Frog Boy, we can't take you serious because you got a police and an FBI hat, which is two different organizations.
Have you seen my badge? It says Special Police.
Special Police.
You're special.
Yeah. We're going to make a break in the case pretty soon.
Headlines, by the way, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Panthers, they fall to the Penguins last night 5-3. They're back at it tomorrow against Vegas.
Man, what's up with the empty netters with like 7 minutes left? Like everybody's doing it.
It was like Bob was an empty netter last night. He had some troubles.
I mean, they were peppering him though. Ooh.
Not as much as the Panthers. Their goalie was awesome yesterday. I feel like the Panthers are getting
faced everybody's the best goalies at all of.
They're like, who playing tonight? Panthers, ready. Standing on their head every time the Cats go up against somebody. Dolphins take on the Falcons. Our coverage on Sunday is going to begin at 9 a.m., 1 o'clock kickoff. Atlanta's a 7.5-point favorite. Julian Hill missed the first 2 days of practice this week with an ankle injury. Jalen Waddle was limited. So we'll keep that monitored.
That's the injury report? Because, do they need an injury to be limited? Like, if you put Jalen Waddle was limited, 1 catch for 15 yards.
They should put Jalen Waddle limited, 2 is short.
Yeah, but that's like, listen, that's when being honest is too much because he said that before.
Yes.
And we've seen which I'm going to say this. Everybody in the world knows 2 is short.
Yep.
So,
he's been short. That's not new.
So why wouldn't you do a little half roll? Why wouldn't you roll him out? Why would you stand him right behind some of the biggest guys on the football field? I'm just saying. Right.
And maybe 2 is just the one who's obsessed with throwing to H-Han. Like that's what he's doing. He's just like, H-Han, save me. That's what happens every time.
I know what that looks like.
He's so petrified of what Savaianaya is going to do on each snap. He's just like, where's H-Han?
I'm going to tell you this.
Save me!
I'm very familiar with that because we had a pass play and then we had what Bernie used to tell me to do. And Bernie knew where the pressure was going to come, whether there was a blitz or not.
Yeah.
And so he would always say, hey, we're not worried about blocking on this play. It's going to be a quick one.
Yeah, I know the thing that sucks is like you can't really talk about it because people think you're making excuses for Tua, which I'm not. I cannot be this clear. He's had his worst season by a long shot. He's been awful. He also has 2 sieves in front of him at guard.
Right.
I mean, good God. And right tackle.
That's
and his center's injured.
The old Chris Greer special.
Well,
injured.
Do you think now he's more worried about it than we are? Like, has his worry gone up to this point? Like, Chris Greer, like, do you think he's now finally worried about the offensive line? Or do you think he's just thinking, who's the next injured guy I could sign?
Well,
who should I go with for this?
Or here's what's happening.
He's combing the IR.
Here's what I think is going to happen. Stephen Ross is not going to make that decision. His son-in-law. Or his son-in-law is. Wow. So he's going to start handing over some of that power.
I like it.
And his son-in-law is going to come in and clean house. Because you best believe we respect the boss, but we always think, if I had that power, here's the first thing I would do.
Nepotism's rocking the Colts right now. The young Ursays are kicking ass.
Oh, did you see the daughter taking notes on the sidelines?
Taking notes. She has the headset.
Right. I'm like, wow. But they say she's always done that.
Yeah.
Like,
she just had a crazy father who was on Twitter all the time. Rest in peace.
he was on a lot of things. Man, I mean, that dude.
right though.
If anybody else would have got caught with that much stuff, they would have been called the trafficker. Right? That's a fact.
Last night, Thursday Night Football, the Chargers smoked the Vikings 37-10.
It was terrible. It was a bad game, but I think the Chargers are starting to get a little healthier. They got their left tackle back, Vidal.
He was good.
He's still
117 yesterday.
Yeah, and they can't tackle him.
Shout out to Rhonda Gatz in the second.
Yeah,
he's been doing
another
really
touchdown for him.
Another touchdown.
Picked him up in my fantasy team.
Is he a tight end or wide receiver?
Tight end.
He's listed as a tight end.
Okay.
Like when you put him in fantasy, this is like the whole thing. You saw how like OG was on with Hot Crowd and Solana, and when he's keeping him on the bench because he doesn't want to jinx it.
Well, I mean, his dad played wide receiver too, but was actually a tight end. Hey, I'm just calling like I see it, baby. His dad was a tight end.
World Series begins tonight. Game 1 between the Dodgers and Blue Jays at 8:00 from the Rogers Center. So we got that too. We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Miami Heat's back at it tonight. They take on the Memphis Grizzlies at 8 o'clock. You, of course, can hear that right here on FM 104.3 WQAM. Barry Jackson has tweeted out, "It has become increasingly clear in the past 24 hours that information was withheld from the Heat, and the Heat was wronged in all of this," referring to the Terry Rozier thing. "Whether the Heat will try and rectify this must play out. For all you yelling the Heat should sue the NBA, I would highly, highly doubt that would happen. NBA to this point is refusing to say why it didn't warn the Heat about any of this before it traded for Rozier." Yeah, I think I mean, we know why. Like, they didn't want another gambling scandal out there. Like, everybody's trying to be in this gotcha thing with the NBA of being like, you took all this gambling money and look what happened, NBA. You know? And like, look, we say this on this show. We like to gamble. We have some fun. We're little chili peppers, baby.
Yeah.
What you don't want is cheating.
Yep.
That's what you don't want. You don't want cheating gambling. And I think the thing that's unfortunate about this is, you know, we've seen now the Jonte Porter thing, and that wasn't really a player that had any stature. I think with the Terry Rozier thing, it wasn't really a season that had any stature, but he was a player who did score a lot for their team and then decided to throw it all on the others. I think the thing that is with the NBA, and that's unfortunate, is if they did try and cover it up because they wanted to keep all the gambling money roll in as it has year after year and increase it. Like Draymond Green was talking about this last night. Like, nobody's complained about the pot of the salaries getting bigger and bigger and bigger. You know, I think that what player is it going to take? Is it gonna have to take like a really big name to make this happen? Because I mean, Terry Rozier making $25 million a year, pretty good chunk of change, and he still was apparently around people that found the need to use him or whatever was going on around here to make a little bit of money around him, allegedly. But like, what player would it have taken for the NBA to really be rocked by this, to feel like they didn't need to sweep it under the rug or that they have a big problem? I don't know. So I'm curious to hear what the Heat, because the Heat have been the other part of this is, you know, the team still got a season to play. They just got done with all this drama around them, and they're the only team right now, other than Portland, who has to deal with this actively affecting just the guys on their team. Not really that Terry Rozier was going to mean anything to this team this year. He wasn't going to play. You know, he was the 13th man on the roster. But
the other thing is I love the way they try to use as big a name as possible. So they were talking about Damon Jones saying LeBron wasn't going to play.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why put LeBron in that?
No, that's Damon Jones's guy. That's
I know,
he
but
wasn't even a real coach. He was an assistant. He was like a volunteer assistant with the Lakers.
But I'm just saying, you know, like so the even putting his name in it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes and no. Like, I get what you're saying, because you're around a LeBron game, but like, he's obviously going to be a biggest, you know, if you had secret information on LeBron playing or not playing, like, that would be one of the most valuable players in the league you would know on.
Right.
So if Damon Jones was doing that, I kind of can see why that would be in there. Like, I you know, yes, I understand what you mean. You want to make it seem big as possible, and definitely, you know, even with the amounts that this case, they said there's tens of millions, but the NBA players, we're talking hundreds of thousands is the most.
Right.
Like that. It's been.
But again, what's happening is I do believe that this is a bigger thing to get the mafia, and they're throwing these players in there, you know.
Yeah, but the players grabbed the headlines.
Right.
Like, there wasn't
exactly.
It wasn't yesterday on CNN, big mafia bust.
Right.
That wasn't what we had. We had
Right.
biggest sports betting scandal ever, you know.
Which is it?
Yeah, I think that, like, I don't think this is the biggest betting scandal, but I do think that it's like, I think that what they're trying to say is it's this huge gambling web that they took down, but, you know, the connections on everybody there is not there.
Remember, a couple of years ago they had it in college.
But Charles Barkley was saying this yesterday, and his point was that he said the biggest thing in all of this is if Rozier was fixing games, like if he was
Right.
tagging performance for bets, like I don't care
Right.
what games they are, and the NBA just kind of ignoring it.
Right.
Like, that is by far the biggest thing.
Well, I think you know what they probably thought. It's Terry Rozier.
Terry Rozier on the Hornets.
And on the
Yeah.
Hornets. Right. So
That's why, like, even if the NBA,
that's why it probably popped in the beginning. That's why it
100%.
probably, because it was
because they're like, wait, who are you betting on all these unders?
right.
A Hornets game? We'll get more into it. We got lots of other stuff to dive into, but it's that time. We have to tickle Leroy's fancy. That's next. It is time, ladies and gentlemen, to Tickle Leroy.
My fancy is tickled.
Go around the Week 8 NFL slate. Let's get to it. By the way, updates from Mike McDaniel. Jalen Waddle, likely to play. Julian Hill, unlikely to play.
That's good. You saved $5.
That's true.
So we're literally just down to Tanner Connor.
I think they got this new guy, Greg Dulcich, off the practice
here we
squad.
go.
He's up.
Dulcich. You know what they say? Once you go Dulcich.
I thought you would say Dolce de leche.
That's what I was going to say.
-1.
How about bet on Dulcich and you'll get rich?
No.
Better than mine.
-1.
That's terrible.
What about
show poniness?
Pete Rozier?
That's actually pretty good. I didn't know you were going that well again. I'm sorry. I apologize. Leroy
What's up?
at 1:00.
What day?
Sunday.
Oh,
Dolphins.
Don't start with that.
come on.
Okay.
Falcons.
Falcon.
Took it fancy? Don't start with that one.
Yes. You know why.
Got to.
Yeah.
Obligation.
My fancy is
For
tickled.
obligation.
Yeah. I knew I didn't know it was going to happen that bad, but I knew here's what happened. A lot of people look at the Browns run game and just look at the numbers and look at the running back and how many yards he has. But if you watch them play and watch him run the football, Jenkins is good, right? He can play. And now we would say Bijan is better than Vidal, and right.
Probably him, Jonathan Taylor right now. in
And
the league.
CMC.
Yeah, and CMC. Like those.
Right.
That.
So
Love that.
you are not only going from a Cleveland team that wants to run the ball, but you're going to a team that has probably a top 5 defense, top 5 run game.
Ugh.
The two things that so that's the problem I have with this game is that it's not whether you can compete or not, but their strengths lean right into your weaknesses again.
There's not a game that I don't really have a problem with right now that they're going to go into. But yes, this one feels tailor-made. And it's on the road. Falcons are 7.5-point favorites.
Well, at least you won't be able to get Chick-fil-A.
Leroy, the New York Jets take on the Fighting Flaccos, the Cincinnati Bengals. Tickle your fancy? Cincinnati's a 6.5-point favorite.
No. But
Fancy not tickled.
here's what I would say. To all you people who are thinking Cincinnati is back, the Flacco bubble will pop at some point. I don't know when.
He should just keep getting traded all season. Just have like a debut on a new team every
He's
week.
like, who's the guy you say to get no practice?
Matt Moore.
Yeah.
Matt Moore's
Don't
great.
practice.
Yeah.
That's what he is.
Don't
He
give
is
him a week to prepare.
he's OG Matt Moore. He could come in to a new team.
He's not OG Matt Moore. Matt Moore's OG Matt Moore.
Yeah, that's true.
He's older than Matt Moore.
No way.
What?
Dude,
Matt Moore's got to be 45.
I know.
no way.
45. It's gotta be.
No.
He was so
Matt Moore.
handsome.
41, the same age.
Same age.
What?
OG Matt Moore.
I don't think you get to be the OG Matt Moore.
Okay.
Because at this point, he was just regular Joe Flacco on the Ravens, who wasn't as beloved as backup Joe Flacco, strangely enough. Leroy, the Chicago Bears at 4-2.
That's a little bit of a shocker, right?
Visiting the Baltimore Ravens. 6.5-point favorites at home.
What?
I believe it's leaning towards Lamar is making his return this
So-
week.
Oh, okay. Makes sense.
They're playing
In Baltimore.
the Raiders.
Ravens.
Ravens are playing
Chicago.
Chicago.
6.5-point dogs on the road with Lamar potentially making his return.
I'll take Chicago.
Tickle your fancy?
Yep, I'll take Chicago. I'll take the points.
My
'Cause
fancy is tickled.
While we talking about Lamar, Have you guys not realized that Baltimore defense has been a sieve all year?
Yikes.
What that got to do with Lamar?
Yikes.
I'll take Chicago.
Then we have the Buffalo Bills at 1:00 at 4-2, visiting the surprising and feisty 4-3 Carolina Panthers. Buffalo is a 7.5-point road favorite. Tickle your fancy, Leroy?
No.
Really?
Like
Fancy not
you
tickled.
tried
Rico Dowdle.
You tried to throw some cheese on it.
Bills and Panthers.
He tried to throw some
Two
cheese
4-win
on it.
teams.
No, you tried to throw some cheese on it, but
All right.
no,
I tried.
it's still Carolina.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Rico Dowdle doesn't do it for you.
What about that
What?
McMillan
Ted
fellow?
McMillan.
Pretty good.
The San Francisco 49ers at 5-2
Mhm.
are visiting the Houston Texans. Tickle your fancy?
Nope. Houston's terrible this year.
You.
I can't explain it,
Fancy not tickled.
but
Someone is literally hammering
Just literally hammering over us, huh?
right above us.
he followed us like the mariachi band. Remember,
I do remember.
he
that.
was drilling down the street, down the
What about
like this can.
Hey, Glenn? Get him to stop hammering. Do a radio show.
What can you possibly
Have us
do?
come in here.
Is it supposed to be soundproof?
Okay.
That part's not supposed to be soundproof. Who's supposed to be doing, hammering on your roof?
Well, at least it's not raining.
That's true.
I mean,
What about Leroy?
Mhm.
The New York Giants visiting the Philadelphia Eagles at 5-2. Philly is a 7.5-point favorite at home. Take your fancy.
Giants are
2-5.
2-5.
2-5.
But
Obviously,
look good.
blew one
Blue
last
fight-
week.
Blue one.
You got, of course, Jackson Dart.
I want to see what he can do.
All right.
I
Fancy is
like
Tickle.
that. I'm fancy.
My
Is that the
fancy
one?
is
Still 1
tickled.
o'clock?
Still 1:00. We got
So,
one more 1
I'm-
o'clock game after this.
I might watch a lot of that game, depending on
Finally, in the 1 o'clock slate,
Mhm.
your Cleveland Browns, fresh off a win over the Dolphins, visit the New England Patriots.
Mm.
New England's a 7.5-point favorite. Leroy, take your fancy?
Yeah, I'll take the Browns.
Oh, well, okay.
I just don't think okay, New England's good. New England
lot of big
probably
spreads
My
this
win,
week.
fancy is
but
tickled.
that's too big. Certain teams just can't get big. If you're New England, you ain't good enough for you giving up a big spread yet.
All right. Not ready for that one yet.
Nope.
4:05. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 5-2.
Terrible
visit,
game last week.
Yeah. This week they visit the New Orleans Saints. Take your fancy?
God, no. Even though I like,
Fancy
look, I'm a
not
fan of
tickled.
Baker. I want to see him do well. The Saints are god awful.
Speaking of god awful, or in the words of their quarterback,
Oh no, Titans.
we ass right now.
like,
The Tennessee Titans at 1-6 visit the juggernaut 6-1 Indianapolis Colts, who are 14.5-point favorites.
Yikes.
Does this game tickle your fancy?
No, I
Fancy not
I
tickled.
feel bad. I feel bad for Cam Ward, and he's handled himself like a professional, right? And I think he's getting more fans by telling them we ass right now, because people know, and sometimes you don't want the positivity, you just want it to be what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he's getting more fans, but they better do something before he loses, the one thing you got him for.
Bring up Restrepo, dude. Let's go. Bring up his safety blanket. Let's go. A little chemistry. What
Is
do
he
they have
on
to
the
lose?
practice squad?
Mhm.
I would say one of the reasons why Restrepo is probably on the practice squad is because he's not very fast and he plays slot, which is probably one of your quicker wide receivers. And
He's shifty. He's got hands.
Hmm.
And he's a safety valve. You got
Well,
Cam Ward running for his life all the time. Don't you want a safety valve?
Let me guess. Sneaky athletic. I know what you're saying.
I didn't say he was sneaky athletic. I said he was
yeah.
shifty.
you know what he did? You know what he did?
Yeah.
He used other
Other.
I didn't
words
say
or
he was
terms.
intangibles.
Oh yeah,
I'm just saying he's his safety blanket.
Yeah, we know what you mean. Good, reliable hands. Huh?
Smitha said Restrepo is as fast as Tobin's metabolism.
It's just brutal. You give him a point, but it's never not very polite.
So great.
Point for
At 425.
425, which means that probably follows another game on TV. That one's on TV, right? 425 is usually on TV.
They're all on TV.
No, but I mean on like
The national game?
Yes, correct.
I would venture
425 game is a national game.
I would guess this is the
Green Bay.
No.
Oh, no.
The 3-3-1 Dallas Cowboys
3-3-1.
visit the 5-2 Denver Broncos. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Denver's
was a
a
big
3.5 point favorite.
I was a big fan of
My
Sean
fancy
Payton,
is tickled.
right? Until the whole Russ situation.
Wow, that was not
Because-
nice.
Because he said, and then he tried to come back and say he meant no.
Yeah.
No, you know what?
You know
Own
what
up.
you did.
Like you've been walking around with your chest out, making all these comments, and then all of a sudden everybody got on you and oh no, that's not what I meant. Stop it, dude. Right? Because you would have meant it if nobody would have said anything.
Yeah. Russ knew. He went on tweets.
Russ, because guess what? Russ don't respond to nothing.
Nope.
So the fact that he snapped back.
I think Ciara got the phone.
Really?
Under the account. Mother.
Mm.
Uh,
1-2 step. 1-2 step.
1-2 step. Sunday Night Football, Leroy. The Green Bay Packers at 4-1-1 visit the Pittsburgh Steelers. Green Bay is a 2.5 point road favorite. Does this game tickle your fancy?
Yes.
You know why?
You know.
Old hate watch.
My fancy
I
is
hate
tickled.
the Steelers.
Yep.
That's why.
Mm-hmm. Just the Steelers, or just or somebody in particular on the Steelers,
and all the players that play for them.
Okay, but particularly,
Yeah, but mainly, if
Mainly.
you choose one.
you had to pick one because you like Mike Tomlin, you respect him.
Yeah. Big
Oh,
fan
yeah.
of him.
I'm a big fan of Mike Tomlin.
I don't think
I'm
you have
a
a
big
problem
fan of
with-
the organization.
Mm,
You
But
know,
I
they do
thought-
things the right way.
right,
Like you
but
said,
particularly one guy doesn't do things the
yeah,
right way.
Seems to be
a little bit of a show pony.
anyone in particular.
No.
No. Okay.
No.
Okay.
You gonna keep your ayahuasca on it a little bit?
Oh, look at that.
We say I'm gonna keep my eye on Wasca on you.
Finally, Monday Night Football, the Washington Commanders, and they will not have Jaden Daniels, I believe.
He's out. Oh, because he this time has a hammy.
Hammy.
He how
He is.
he didn't even stretch it. He wasn't running. He just got tackled. He's you know what? He's taken the path of RG3.
Don't say that. His mom.
His mom was really upset
Don't
about
say
that.
Don't say
What?
Jaden Daniels' mom was really upset about the RG3 comparisons this
that.
week.
Yeah.
I mean,
She said there's power in words, Leroy.
there's not power. There's no need to be power if you have a quarterback who was a running quarterback who's getting hurt a lot, and you start bringing up recent history. That's not bad mouthing your kid.
No, you're bad.
That's just stating out similarities.
Take a little trip and see says, I saw Tobin on my DMT trip.
Oh.
DMT.
That's like ayahuasca's initials.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh wait. Glad to see Frog Boy is filling in for Brittany.
That's Agent Frog Boy to you.
Anyway, Commanders at Chiefs. Tickle your fancy?
The who in Chiefs?
Commanders. 11.5 point spread for KC.
What?
I just don't have the quarterback, dude. KC looks back.
Hey, they
That's
do
at-
look back. They
at-
do look
at
man,
Arrowhead.
they look good.
Yeah, now that I got to.
Is it Mariota?
Yes.
Oh,
Dude, he's been in the league forever.
you Matt Moore.
No. Let me see. Monday night, listen, here's how Monday Night Football works. You'll get me to about halftime. Then I can't promise you nothing.
There's no heat that night, I believe.
And then if it's a 7:00 game, you going to get, I can watch that whole game.
No Panthers that night.
No.
So pretty clean night. I think maybe the World Series will be on that night.
And you leave, when you leave on Monday?
Tuesday morning.
Tuesday morning?
Yep.
Oh, so you'll be sleeping.
Probably not.
What airport you fly out of?
What do you want? My itinerary on the air?
No.
What's your social?
That is Tickle My Fancy. Back after this.
I'm gonna tickle your fancy as
Tickle.
soon as we hang up.
Wow.
Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Let's get to our headlines here this hour, brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. The Miami Heat's back in action tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies. 8 o'clock is your tip-off tonight. What do they call it? Place the FedEx Forum? Is that what they call it?
Didn't it change?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know.
No, I think it's still the FedEx Forum. Let's see. Grizzlies Arena. FedEx Forum.
Boom. How about that?
Hey, look at this guy.
Look at that.
He knows his stuff.
People still FedExing?
I went to FedEx the other day.
Did you?
I went to you. Oh,
I'm a UPSer.
my mustache.
Whoa.
Okay.
I didn't know it was you.
So
I thought we just had another new producer.
No, it was me the whole time.
it depends. Like sometimes I'll go to UPS and like something that I know at FedEx will cost like $25, $30, they'll charge $70. And I'm like, all right, never mind. But now you can go to the mailing places that do both.
I went to UPS and they're like, you should go to the post office.
Yeah.
I was like, are you sending me somewhere else?
Yeah.
Going to the post office is a trip now, man. That's crazy. I'm like, I feel like I step back in time when I go to the post office.
Dude, that line, and the post office is the only place in the world where no matter how simple you think the person in front of you has it, it's always complicated.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Like it's
so that game gets going tonight, 8 o'clock. 6:45 is preheat. Waiting on, I believe, I'm waiting to see if we got any quotes coming from shoot around. The Heat were getting a little pre.
Oh, you seeing if they ask all you care about is whether they ask Spo?
They're gonna ask Spo.
You think?
Of course. I don't know. He's not gonna say
even if he says, "Don't ask me about the Terry Rozier stuff up front." Do you think? See, I always think you do.
See, guys
gotta
gotta
be respectful.
People will be respectful, but I think that you still got to ask how the team's handling everything, because I do think
that's the Terry Rozier
but it is a real
question.
thing. Like, you do have to ask. Like,
He wasn't playing.
dude, I understand, but he is friends with those guys. He was literally at Spo's house barbecuing with their kids the other day. Like, it's a weird thing.
Of course,
It's a weird thing that just happened to that team.
Of course, like yeah, it's unfortunate. But here, it's the personal part of it, like your friend, not your teammate. Like you hope
yes
it works out for your friend.
But I think that's what it's one of those things that's kind of undersold on all of this is like, man, awful that Terry's going through it too. Like, I saw he's there with his mom at the course. That's crazy that you got to put your house up. Nobody thinks this is going to happen. I saw that even this past weekend. I was reading an Ira's column that like he thought, like Ira was talking about getting cleared. He wrote, and he thought that he meant from the investigation, and it was about his hamstring. And I was like, oh my God, that like to have that weighing over you.
So just imagine that might be why he was playing so bad, because that weight was still on him.
That's what I was thinking.
Because if you just mentioned the word cleared, and he thought it was about that,
I don't know what to believe anymore.
Then it was on his brain the whole time.
But yeah, you got to ask like how even Steph was asking. They were all answering questions about it last night at the Warriors game. Like everybody was asking about this.
Yeah,
like this is the thing they were talking about it yesterday on Inside the NBA. You see Chuck and Kenny got into it. Usually it's Chuck and Shaq.
No,
for sure.
Yeah. This was Kenny Smith yesterday on Inside the NBA.
We have to realize gambling is an addiction. So the addiction of it is what makes you make illogical decisions. So not because you make $9 million. There are people who are making, as the FBI director said, there's a man who lost $1.8 million. That means he has a lot of money. So he has an addiction to that, those fish that they talk about that they were bringing in. So gambling is an addiction which can make you make illogical decisions regardless of your ethnic background, regardless of your physical background, and regardless of your financial status. So let's understand that. And I disagree in terms of the NBA dropping the ball. This is an ongoing investigation. There's no way that any FBI or police even would come to anyone and say, hey, this is what we're doing. This is the surprise element always makes it happen. So they cannot overextend the information that they're receiving. And this is about individuals. And last, and I'll let you talk, Chuck. I
wish you would, because you're making me mad right here.
Well, I can make you mad, and you can make me mad. I just have my opinion. You're going to have yours.
Okay, so Chuck was not happy because Chuck had said, he's like, I think the league dropped the ball on the Terry Rozier thing. He thinks that he's like, the fact that you cleared him in an investigation, you guys dropped the ball on that.
Right.
Here's what Chuck had to say about it.
Clear something up for me, Chuck.
I'm gonna clear it up quickly.
I know, but I really just want this. You say the league dropped the ball on the Rozier part of this because they had already looked at it and said we didn't have enough, but not on the Chauncey. They didn't drop the ball on
First
Chauncey.
First of all, these are two different things.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Two different things.
So the league dropped the ball on Rozier.
Take Chauncey out the equation.
All right.
And the reason I'm mad at Kenny is, man, this ain't got nothing to do with damn gambling addiction. This ain't got nothing to do with addiction. These dudes are stupid.
Why are they stupid?
You, under no circumstances can you fix basketball games. Under no circumstances. I love to gamble. The notion, like, Rozier makes $26 million. Him betting, giving people information or taking himself out of games, how much is he gonna benefit taking himself out the game to get unders? Like, he's making $26 million. The notion he gave, how much of these guys he gave a head up? He took himself out of games on prop bets. How much money is he gonna make?
Well, if he did that, you're proving my point.
What do you mean?
That means
that's
that
not
it's an
addiction.
illogical thought process.
No.
If you're making $26 million to try to win $50,000, like, that's illogical. So that you're proving my point.
No, that's not addiction. That's stupidity.
The same reason someone goes and uses drugs when they're in the NBA.
Hey, drugs are addiction.
So there's no gambling addiction?
No, yeah, they are gambling addiction. But the notion that you're trying to make sure these guys being addicted, you can't fix basketball games. You cannot fix. Like I say, this is separate from Chauncey. But the notion that guys are making all this money and giving information, come on, man, stop that. Ain't got nothing to do with addiction. That's just total stupidity on these two dudes' parts.
There you go. Last night on Inside the NBA.
Now, again, and I'm not sure that here's the problem with all this. The fact that they're being lumped in together, even though they're two separate things. Well, and that's the problem. See, Chuck saying these guys are stupid, right? They're two different situations.
Mm-hmm.
One is being accused of doing something during the game, and another one is not. One has nothing to do with basketball. And so to say both of these guys,
Chauncey is unnamed in the fixing of games thing. He's like an unnamed accomplice in all of it. The thing that he's getting indicted for, though, was the poker games where he was was
now
a lure for a lot of these guys.
So
in these big games.
If you're a lure, so you get the same charges as it's like the getaway driver.
Yeah, because it's like they're all getting wire fraud and all that type of stuff, and that type of stuff, and But I think the thing that doesn't really ride with Kenny's point on the gambling edition is this isn't gambling.
This isn't gambling.
It's fixing.
It's
that's
conning people.
Yeah, it's cheating. Like that's the problem. You're not addicted to gambling. You're doing something for whatever reason, because I don't know why Terry Rozier would get mixed up in something like that. Allegedly, this guy is a childhood friend that he was dealing with, and they maybe thought like, hey, this is a victimless crime. Who's going to know? Right. Like, I think that's probably, we're playing, like, if I could step into the logic of why you would do it, you're a childhood friend with somebody, be like, dude, you guys are tanking for Wembanyama. What does it matter? Your foot hurts. Why don't we not tell anybody your foot hurts? We bet all your unders. We make crazy money, and you're never going to get caught because who's going to know? Like, that's the only, that's probably where I would get the logic of it. And if I was Terry Rozier, I'd be like, dude, can I just give you the $200K? But I don't know why you would do it when you make that kind of money, but that's the only type of place where I could go is you're influenced by it with somebody you care about or think you care about who says, dude, who's going to care if your foot hurts? Don't tell anybody. We'll make a little cash, tax-free. No one's going to know on your info and I can leak it to Johnny Thumbs over here and get an extra $100K.
Here's the other
all
thing.
like speculating about a dramatization, by the way.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
So the other thing with Terry is that he's not gambling himself. Now, I will say this. The person that could fall into this is Damon Jones, because he had gotten in deep from gambling.
That's what they reported, yes.
Right. And so he is the one that might have had the problem.
Right.
But these other two guys, their involvement really didn't have nothing to do with being addicted to gambling.
No, it didn't have to do with addiction. It seems like it had to do with greed. Greed and bad friends.
I don't understand why that. Here, think about this. How much money would you bet on a fight that was minus 1,500?
I have to bet on the favorite.
Would you even bet on it?
No.
So that's my point. That if you make 20-something million and you're risking all that to win or to get 50 or 60 grand, it doesn't even like.
But how many times do we hear about athletes though having the wrong people around them, right? Like,
yes.
What if he's got somebody
yes.
who he's had and that you feel some type of like, all right, because like, yeah, who's gonna care? Like,
right.
Who's gonna care that I didn't play in a Hornets game?
Right.
The season's over. They want us to lose anyway. What do I got to do? Not tell the trainer my foot hurts?
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I don't know, Leroy. I don't know what logic goes into that, but I know we hear that guys can get the wrong guys around them. They got idiots around them.
And do we know that Terry was involved?
What is in the indictment is that they were counting the winnings together.
But that doesn't mean.
But I don't know how they have proof of that.
Right.
I don't know. That's something that they are going to present. I would imagine
that doesn't mean that Terry gave him information to go bet it. Maybe the guy was close and got some information, but that doesn't mean, you see, just because he was over his house counting his winnings.
Would guess he's not in handcuffs if they didn't have some good proof of it, though.
I know. And I'm just trying to. I guess. Here's the problem. It's hard in our mind to see how somebody could go this route, but we don't know what they were thinking.
Nope.
And that's, they say Leroy would throw a game for a lifetime Augusta. No, I wouldn't, dude.
Augusta?
Dude, let me explain something to you. Here's the part of all this that I have with all this. There is nothing that I've ever done in my life that I didn't try to win, right? And that portion of it would not allow me to ever throw a game or nothing. I mean, I'm the grown-ass man that slams the ball in an 8-year-old's face. Like, I've just been a competitor my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
And so once you have that in you, to just say, I'm going to give a L. No, sir. That's why it's hard for me because I don't even let my kids win.
Yeah.
No.
Well, listen, you've told me the stories about recruiting too. Like, you didn't stay home, and it would have probably been easier if you would have stayed home at college.
Sure.
But you wanted to get away from stuff like that.
Right.
Like I don't know, dude. I don't know why people do the things they do. It's a crazy situation. I can't really wrap my mind around it because it feels like you have the world. Like if you're Terry Rozier and you had an $80 million contract, like you made it, right? And like and by the way, if he doesn't, Leroy, if he didn't do this for the rest of it, we just saw DeAndre Jordan got $4 million to show up. So for the rest of his days, even with this stinker, Terry Rozier will probably get a $2 million payday for a couple more years if he wanted to. Like, why you would do this, I don't know. I don't have the answer for that. The only thing I can say is you got you got bad people around you that would take you down.
And that's the hard part about it. We've heard stories about a lot of athletes who have their childhood friends around them and they get caught up in some ridiculous, stuff. It's unfortunate. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate because more than anything, I don't think Terry wants to be the person known as that for the rest of his life.
Yeah.
And that's the unfortunate part. However, man, when you here's what I'm telling you. Here's what I think happened. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think they went to that so-called friend, caught him, right? Started asking him questions, and then kind of said, you can make it easier on yourself if you give up somebody, right? And so that's when you realize, and it's unfortunate that it takes something like this to realize your friends are conditional friends. Because if it gets down to it, you need a friend like Barry Bonds had.
Oh, man. Greg Anderson?
Greg Anderson. Hey, Greg Anderson is notorious for being a good friend.
Like they said about Shohei's translator.
Oh, yeah.
I saw what that bookie said. He goes, you think that guy was making those bets? Take a break. Back after this.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
You can't just keep changing your facial hair the entire time. You're not a federal agent.
It's a beard now.
First of all, what's crazy is it looks like you have all of that taped off. Oh, a Fume. Whoops.
Nope,
dude,
it's gone.
That is.
What did you get? Did you buy Timu mustache too?
No, he got. You know where he got it? He got it from like one of those little things outside the restaurant. You put 50 Cent in, and he got a mustache.
Nah, I went to Spirit Halloween.
It had Timu glue on it, huh?
It's not good glue.
That glue is definitely toxic. Just being around your nose is dangerous.
Maybe I'll add to my beard.
Let's get to 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored here, brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions and 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Why do you sound so you just don't. Tyreek Hill was on Terron Armstead's podcast yesterday.
Was he?
He was. He was back in Tua.
Oh, that's strange because he was also back in the Chiefs the other day on Twitter. But yeah,
he loves the Chiefs.
I would say that what Tyreek is usually pretty consistent with being positive.
Yep.
And then he does something that's the most not positive thing, and it kind of throws it off. But for the most part, he's been pretty consistent, pretty positive about Tua and how he goes about it. And I think most of the guys on the team are like that with Tua, right? I don't think Tua, the environment around that team is pretty positive, even though they're not doing well. And that's unfortunate because that is the hardest thing to be. It's hard to be positive when you have some of your teammates or even you or just going out there and struggling. Like, you have to be positive if you're a vet and you're on a team with all these rookies because you were a rookie before, right? Like, I could never get mad at a rookie because I know my rookie year I sucked.
Man, it's crazy. He said on if he's going to continue playing, he says, at the end of the day, I feel like that decision is based upon how I feel or my mindset is at the moment. He said on Terron Armstead's podcast, I'm happy with the career that I've had. I love playing football. I love it. Takes a lot. Takes a lot on you mentally. Takes a toll on you physically. I'm at the point now where I need to have a conversation with my mom, family, and everybody where my mind is at the time. The decision will be made. But I know right now I haven't had time to live in the moment. It was a nasty injury.
Yeah. Here's what happens when you have an injury that bad. Like, the initial shock of it. Like, oh my God, how am I going to get through this? And then you sit around for a couple of weeks and you watch football, and then you get the itch and you start moving around a little bit, and then you go through the rehab, and then it's still football season. And then by the time football season is, you feel like you can get some running in, and you're like, all right, let's go.
Yep. Yeah.
I never missed a substantial amount of time. So in all my years, I think the most I got put on IR at the end of 1 year because my ribs kept breaking every time I tried to heal.
I think this is his first significant injury too.
Yeah.
I mean, he hasn't been hurt. This is,
can't get hurt if you don't get touched.
That was a gross injury.
Yeah. But sometimes I'm telling you, sometimes the real gross ones, like, as long as there's not a break, if it's real gross at the joint, that's, that is actually better for you. Like the Alex Smith.
Oh.
Yeah, that was, oh my goodness.
That was like Theismann. That was, oof.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
His leg still looks weird.
Does it?
Yeah, because he had he had to have so many surgeries.
Yeah.
Like, the skin, like it doesn't look like a regular lower leg.
No, it looks like
like somebody, like a shark bit him.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's amazing he was able to make it back, like to even walking and stuff.
Yep. I think Alex Smith and Drew Bledsoe had very similar careers. Weren't bad, but circumstances, they got replaced by
legends.
Right. So think about it. You're having a pretty good career. You get hurt, and Tom Brady's your backup. Right? Like, it's just unfortunate, but like, yeah, Alex Smith probably is that dude had more 13-win seasons than a lot of quarterbacks.
I don't know.
He had a lot of good seasons.
see how many 13-win seasons he said. We'll take a break. Mix things up on the other side. We're back after this.
I'm Jonah Gadjevich of the Florida Panthers.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. You know, I thought you were going to run out of songs, but you're still here. You know, Frog Boy, good for you, dude.
Dream Police.
Hey, the Miami Heat are offering fans value deals like a $60 pizza deal, 4 pizzas, chips, waters, and a $40 hot dog deal, 4 hot dogs, popcorn, and drinks. Grab-and-go stands on the 400 level, and they also have $3 sodas, $8 beers, $3 snacks, and kids can enjoy $15 Bernie meals with a hot dog or chicken nuggets and a souvenir cup, fruit snacks, and you get a silicone bracelet. For more info on the foods and beverage deals, visit CaseaCenter.com. Heat's home opener is on Sunday, and that'll be against the New York Knicks. And then, who do you know rolls into town on Tuesday? Those rat bastard Charlotte Hornets!
Wow.
You guys know what you did?
Okay.
You know what you did? I want my pick back! I want my pick back! You scheming
You know what you would say?
bastards!
You know what you would say?
What?
Them's the breaks.
Oh, I was on the other side.
That's what you would
If I
say
was
if you were on the other side.
Suckers.
Hey, this would be me if I was the Hornets GM right now. That goes to Pat Riley. Hey, it's the Hornets GM. Pat, totally feel bad about, that first round pick because we knew about the Terry Rozier thing and we want to make it right, give it back. You just gotta come catch it. So it's like those. I don't even know who the GM is of the Hornets. Is it still Mitch Kupchak?
Mitch Kupchak.
Who is the Charlotte Hornets GM right now?
It is Jeff Peterson.
I have no idea who that is. That literally sounds like a fake name.
Everyone knows old Jeff. Jeff is
How long has he been the GM?
2024 March.
So he wasn't even the GM when March of 24. So he was the GM like right after the Rozier trade happened, right?
Interesting.
So he probably said, "Hey, we probably need to get ahead of this."
Interesting.
All right. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hey.
Can I just tell you, I'm trying to give my dog some tough love.
Oh.
So I've been taking him on walks, and Dre, and he does this thing where I pull on the, so he doesn't run because he tries to overpower everybody.
Yep.
And he does this thing where he squats down and backs up and like gets a running start and then tries to.
I like it.
I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
I have no quibble with Dre. It's with Luna.
Luna barks at everybody, and she
gives me that side eye.
She doesn't even bark close.
Because she knows what you do, Tobin.
Right.
No, it's not fair.
She does that to everybody. Like, she won't get off that couch. Right?
Peers over the
She
sectional.
looks over the thing and just barks. Right.
I'm just trying to watch the Dolphins.
Yeah. That mistake number 1.
Erik Spoelstra has spoken at a shoot-around, asked by Ira Winderman about the situation. He wasn't going to speak on it. He did say that the team had a meeting yesterday to address it. And then today,
we're not addressing it.
He said it's about task at hand. About the Grizzlies. He says you have to compartmentalize in this league. And then he was asked about Terry, and he's just like, Terry had a positive influence in our locker room. That's he's sorry for him, and nothing earth shattering from Spo. Not that you were expecting much. Bam Adebayo is from Tim Reynolds. Bam Adebayo speaking at shoot around on Terry Rozier, quote, "You support him through and through. It felt kind of weird without him being here today, actually, because he's the first person I get to talk to in the morning. He brings that great energy to our team."
I mean, we talked to him. He's awesome, right?
He's a nice guy.
Nice guy.
He's a nice guy. Nice guy.
Hello, Jennifer.
Yeah, hello, Jennifer.
You guys
I know
really
you were
had
here,
this
but
a while ago.
we got into conversation when he said
No,
hello.
you got into conversation about your dogs and giving them tough love.
But
And you never mentioned the tough love.
We did research during the break, and Leroy.
Yeah.
-1.
Yes.
For deception.
What was the research?
Alex Smith did not have a bunch of 13-win seasons. In fact, he had one.
Just one?
One.
Fraud.
In fact, he only had 1 or 2 good seasons.
Bum.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which is probably why they drafted Patrick Mahomes. He wasn't a bum, but he wasn't,
for being average.
I saw he had
for being
for being run of the mill.
199 touchdowns though, only 109 picks.
Dude, that
he
is
was
the
kind of known
epitome
as
of
he was
average.
like Charlie Checkdown. Like that's what he was known as.
That's true.
Baby hands too.
Charlie Checkdown.
Yeah.
That's what they
Oh,
call
the
it.
Checkdown Charlie. Sorry, I reversed it. My bad. Charlie Checkdown sounds like a fake character on a football show.
Sounds like a type of cheeseburger.
And there's Charlie Checkdown. You know what he's doing. Throwing to H-hand.
But you know what? The whole NFL is all of that now.
It sucks.
Yeah.
Sucks.
To that a bubble screen.
No more risks.
And there's Dan Day, who's always here.
Always here, dude. Let us get to the mix bag.
Look, wait. There is nobody. Wait.
Why? That's a -1. That was so
-1
uncomfortable.
Wait.
For making it weird.
So
Making
how
it weird?
how old do you have to be considered a cougar?
I don't know. When does cougar status begin? That's a good question. Mid 40s?
I was gonna say 45.
Oh,
We're
okay.
in your 40s, I think, right?
Okay. All right. So it's not there yet. Yeah.
No, still got time.
Time.
I've got time.
Yeah.
You are getting old though.
Wow.
You are literally like 4 months after
Welcome
me.
back, Marcos. Welcome back, Marcos.
-1 for you and your stupid outfit. How about that?
Oh! Now we harmful behavior. Now we attacking.
We're lashing out.
Oh, you got your company shirt on? Yeah, look
Wow.
at that.
Very official, more official than Marcos and that terrible uniform.
Mustaches.
I'm telling you, dude.
What are you talking about?
Right
Listen,
now, all
I don't
you need is
understand why you
right
have
now.
to
You know who he looks like?
What are you talking about?
Fat Cheech and Chong.
You look like you have a 4.5 ERA.
No need to specify that it's fat Cheech and Chong, you know?
What's in the mixed bag there, federal agent?
I can't find my mustache. All right, well, let us start off with some audio that potentially will piss off our boy Leroy Horde here.
Whoa.
It is Mr. Ayahuasca himself, Aaron Rodgers. Although he denied the importance of this game,
Okay.
we all know where his heart
I feel
belongs.
so good about my time there because damn near everything great in my life is because of my football career. My football career starts and will end one day with Green Bay. So I got a lot of love for all those memories and a lot of great friends that I still carry with me to this day.
Liar, because that's not what it sounded like when they shipped you to the Jets. He wasn't saying that.
He was really upset that they wouldn't draft anybody in the first round for offense, and then they drafted a quarterback.
It's offense.
It is offense.
I mean, like, can I just say this? How can you be surprised when that's exactly how you got there?
Crazy.
Right? He's mad at the same reason when he was brought in.
Literally went to the same team that Brett Favre went to also.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the Panthers are listing Bryce Young as doubtful this week against Buffalo.
What did he get? Hurt height? Bruised height?
Only Tua admits to his height.
Bruised height?
I don't know what he's dealing with.
Now Bryce Young got that Kyler Murray height.
Yeah, but I'm telling you what, Kyler Murray has a cannon.
Yeah, he does. And he's fast.
Goodness.
Mobile.
Well, no, I don't know if he's fast or he just takes little baby steps. And so it looks like it.
Yeah, it's
because he runs like Benny Hill.
Can't find an injury on him, though. They won't say what it is.
Yeah, hurt height.
I guess you win. What else you got?
We have been talking about it at length as the rest of the sports world is as well. That is, of course, this gambling scandal in the NBA.
I thought you were going to talk about the Panthers' struggles.
Oh, no, not yet. No need to panic. But FBI Director Kash Patel says the amount of fraud is unlike anything he has ever
Fraud
seen.
is mind-boggling. It's not hundreds of dollars. It's not thousands of dollars. It's not tens of thousands of dollars. It's not even millions of dollars. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars in fraud and theft and robbery across a multi-year investigation.
Okay, so
For running up the score.
yeah, like we get it. Like
-1.
I'll tell you what they
for
did
propaganda.
do. I tell you what they did do yesterday.
Wow.
They throw a lot of cheese and a lot of Tobin in it.
What?
Really? The gig is up.
Operation Royal Flush.
Right.
What was it about integrity? What was that?
Oh, I got that. This was the police commissioner.
Players altered their performance or took themselves out of games to make sure that those bets paid out. One example occurred on March 23rd, 2023 in Charlotte. Terry Rozier, an NBA player now with the Miami Heat, but at the time playing for the Hornets, allegedly let others close to him know that he planned to leave the game early with a supposed injury. Using that information, members of the group placed more than $200,000 in wagers on his under statistics. Rozier exited the game after just 9 minutes, and those bets paid out, generating tens of thousands of dollars in profit. The proceeds were later delivered to his home, where the group counted their cash. As the NBA season tips off, his career is already benched, not for injury, but for integrity.
See the cheese.
Too much.
Right. Like it's so listen.
That was
very
good season.
it's a serious offense. I'm not taking away from that. But do we have to throw cheese on it?
Agents.
I felt like I was in
Agents
watching something right.
Agents love a press conference. They love this is their time to shine. It's not like a coach where you got to do 2 a day. It's like press is gonna be here.
Too much.
Dial it up.
Right? I told you when I was watching it. I'm like, whew,
A lot of
this has a
peacocking.
lot of Tobin in it.
I wish you would stop saying that. You don't have to be related to me.
Wait, Operation Royal Flush. Who would have anybody of the 4 of us? Who would have gave it that name?
That's definitely Tobin.
Right.
Says the guy wearing a fake mustache on his beard.
Wait, he's got a police hat, the FBI shirt.
Yeah, he doesn't even match.
Right.
This guy Tobin.
Which one are you?
I got a promotion, JP.
So,
I'm surprised it's not an FBI. I should have says female body inspector on the back.
I made this morning.
So,
He
but
painted over it
again,
this morning.
again, only Tobin would give charges and then give all the little side stuff, right? The
You're saying
gig
if I
is up.
was police,
You would have
chief,
did that, right? You would have said exactly what she said. No, I'm just like too much. Like we already know how serious it is, right? We don't need you to throw cheese on it. We know what Terry Rozier is dealing with now.
We know here it is Halloween season, and we're here to tell you that you don't have to be scared of Scary Terry anymore.
No more tricks, because we're treating this guy like a criminal. All right, guys. Okay.
Because you know what happens at the end of every Halloween movie? The good guys win.
This
But
is embarrassing.
Didn't it seem like that's how this was going to go throughout the whole press
A lot of
conference?
show poniness. dude.
Right.
A lot of show poniness.
You know this regime. Reality TV star.
Now, here's what's the kicker. With all these press conferences and all this stuff right here, what if they get found innocent?
I don't know.
Now, I will say this. Every person that I've ever talked to that has talked about federal versus state or local, federal usually, until recently, don't even bring up charges unless it's like a 99% chance.
Right.
And so once you get federal charges, that usually carries a different weight than local.
Well, I think the one thing with this that's interesting, right? Like obviously Terry Rozier did something wrong, and they got their photo. Well, I don't want to say obviously. I apologize.
Allegedly.
It seems like he allegedly did something wrong, right? But wouldn't the purpose be like if you really were trying to get to the bottom of this, a crime ring? I don't think that Terry Rozier is running the crime ring.
Right.
So, like, can Terry Rozier be an asset to them? Like, isn't that how this usually works? So, don't you really want to get Johnny Thumbs or whoever's?
But here's the thing, and this is the problem I had with it from the beginning. Terry Rozier's issue has nothing to do with what Chauncey Billups is.
But they're saying they're connected. Like, not the actions weren't connected, but they're saying that this is all part of some ring. So isn't the point to get information on the whole ring? Like, isn't that what you really want to take down?
I mean, I think that Damon Jones was giving information, and that's how Terry Rozier got caught up in it, even though.
Yeah, the same guy who Damon Jones was speaking to, according to the arrest, was the same guy that Terry Rozier's friend was speaking to.
Correct.
So
Terry Rozier is getting sucked into this because of the friend was in the ring more than he was. He may not even known that.
We don't know.
Right.
We don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like say, hey, I will take his word for it.
Will we be wearing costumes next week?
I won't be here, so no.
Oh.
Oh, it's Friday, right? Friday's
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah. Nah.
Are you going to be wearing one?
I usually can just come as a black man, and that terrifies.
I'm going to dress up as a professional for Dirty Boxing.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
That's my costume.
Have we rotated our?
I got a new shirt.
New shirt. Hey, let me just throw this out there.
New
Have
suit?
2 or 3 suits.
I might have to.
I mean, yes.
So busy nowadays.
Yeah, I might have to.
It's not even that.
Pro.
First of all, if you rotate them, they last longer.
That's true.
And especially if you're gonna get blood on you.
I'm excited about this main event. Big Sexy is going to be fighting.
Oh,
that's his name.
That's his nickname. He's fighting Gable Stevenson though. Probably gonna get killed. But
Oh, so,
Big Sexy's just there for his hometown. He says he's going to pull up the upset of a lifetime though. We'll see.
Oh,
dude.
Anything can happen in
Hold
the
on.
DBX ring.
Hold on. How many boxers have said?
Lots.
Right. And we still know right now to this day that Buster Douglas is one of the biggest upsets ever. I mean, even when Muhammad Ali beat,
But Mike Tyson was partying his ass off in Japan.
Even when Muhammad Ali beat Sonny Liston, that was a big upset.
Yep. Andy Ruiz beating Anthony Joshua.
Oh, that was big. That was crazy.
But I mean, we looked at body types and we kind of did that. But when you see his workouts, dude can move.
Yeah.
He just had a dad body.
But then we saw party version Andy Ruiz afterwards.
I mean,
he wasn't as good.
Him and Fury or probably they go from hero
But
to
Fury's
zero.
at least 6'9".
Yeah, but
He's always going to have height.
yeah, but he also got to lose 70 pounds just to start working out.
We'll take a break. Final hour coming on up. We'll play a little You're Dead to Me. And more to come. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Get to these headlines this hour, huh?
Karma Police, Radiohead.
I didn't know that one. Thank you.
Me either.
Even as an intangible, I don't know Radiohead songs other than Creep. I'm not a Radiohead fan.
That's fair.
Headlines are brought to you by Doral Kia, home of the Pricito, our lowest price. Visit us at Doral Kia or DoralKia.com. Panthers, they lost to the Penguins 5-3. Brad Marchand, though, he keeps ticking.
Yep.
A couple goals for him. Cats play the Vegas Golden Knights tomorrow at 6 o'clock. The Heat, they're back in action tonight against the Memphis Grizzlies at 8 o'clock. Coverage here on FM 104.3 begins at 6:45 with preheat. No Kasparas Yakachonis. No Tyler Hero. Out. Tyler's got the foot. Yakachonis with the groin. John Morant. Let me see if there's any update on him, but he was questionable with an ankle. He had an awesome first game.
Man, a lot of awesome not his debut, but like season openers. I know we mentioned the games have been competitive, but individual performances too. That Wemby game was crazy.
Dude, crazy.
That was
crazy. You know what you should do if you have somebody who's as tall to guard him?
Oh,
you should get him playing time.
Yeah. What about in the fourth quarter though?
Maybe. I'll take playing time. I mean, it was only 14 minutes. Fourth quarter would be good. That would be good. That would be good. You know, who am I to judge? You know, I'm not a Hall of Fame coach. You know, I'm not like the head of the national team or nothing like that. I'm lashing out. Dolphins take on the Falcons Sunday at 1 o'clock. Our coverage here on QAM begins at 9 with Gameday Uncensored. Falcons are a 7.5-point favorite. No Julian Hill, according to Mike McDaniel this week. Waddle will be good to go. The Hurricanes, they play Stanford tomorrow at 7 wearing camouflage. They are 30.5-point favorites.
Against Stanford.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, what was Florida State last week?
What was the spread? Oh, going into the Stanford game. I don't remember. I don't know. Not sure. If you can find,
I can check.
If you can find that chili pepper froggy, I'd appreciate that. Being a federal agent and all,
I got
be
it.
able to find
I got it. I'll check.
Florida State was a 17.5-point favorite.
That makes sense. I mean, the Canes beat FSU. Coverage begins at 3 o'clock with countdown to kickoff. So stay tuned. I got the World Series beginning tonight. Dodgers and Blue Jays at 8 o'clock.
Real interesting behavior there from Mr. Ohtani. Huh?
I have thought that's funny. He's fleeing the country with all the heat on gambling. Tomorrow's UFC 321. Got the heavyweight title up for grabs. Tom Aspinall, a massive favorite over Cyril Gane, -400. That's in Abu Dhabi. So the card's early. 2 o'clock is when the main card starts.
Matinee.
A matinee of fighting for those who are going to tune into the early fight game.
Would you watch it?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 2 o'clock?
2 o'clock. Why not? What else you got to do at 2 o'clock?
Come on, day. Watch a little fighting.
When do the Canes play? Tomorrow night?
7 o'clock.
Oh, look at
I kind of like. Do you like when the Canes play at 7? Because you can get your whole day. You got. There's a lot of football going on during the day.
I like
right?
it.
7 o'clock is where it starts getting to prime time, and
the fight should be over by then.
Yeah,
they should be done by
the
like
card
5.
starts at So normally the card starts at 9 in Vegas. No, 6 in Vegas, and it's done at like 9. So yeah, you'll be done.
So you got that. Couple of NFL notes. The Giants.
This is crazy.
We got a long statement. The Giants got fined $200,000 for conduct detrimental for the Jackson Dart situation. Now, it was a long statement with a lot of covering their ass, saying, "Hey, we followed protocol on everything. We did everything right." And it all ended up with them getting fined $200,000. And Brian Daboll, he got fined $100,000. And running back Cam Scatteraboo got fined $15,000 for violating concussion protocol during evaluation and conduct detrimental to the league, I believe was what the final thing. And basically what they're saying is they examined Jackson Dart when Jackson Dart got dinged up. They did everything right. But you're not supposed to go into the blue medical tent unless you're a doctor, trainer, or the independent neurologist who checks in on him. And what happened was you saw Dave, he's like, "Hey, I can't have Russell Wilson playing quarterback anymore. Is he good? He looks good to me. Allegedly. That's allegedly what he said. And then I think Cam Scatterbu also stuck his head in and he said, bruh.
Yeah. No, I heard about that one. He thought it was the bathroom. That was the issue there.
Anyway, Scatterbu, congrats on your first NFL fine, dude.
15 G's.
15 G's.
Wow.
50. Is that a lot?
Not nothing.
Grand is 15
No,
grand.
it's definitely for sure. It's
They
always
just take that
15
out,
grand.
right? It's out of the paycheck.
You don't even, the crazy thing is when you get fined,
Yeah.
they just take it out your paycheck.
Wow.
So you ain't even got to fight it. You ain't got to like write a check. It ain't like a ticket. You got to pay the ticket.
You think
No,
that's a
it's gone.
full game check for him?
No.
No.
When was he drafted? Third?
Scatterbu?
Yeah.
I think he was second or third.
So he's probably getting 80,000 a week.
I think he'll be fine then.
Goes to charity.
Yeah, they have an NFL
Fourth round.
fourth round.
Fourth
still,
round.
I would still say he makes 500, 600.
Well, it said Mr. Scatterbu's action. It said Cam Scatterbu and Brian Daboll entered the medical tent, spoke with Mr. Dart before his evaluation was complete, creating the perception that they were interfering with his exam. While parties agree that Coach Daboll and Mr. Scatterbu's action had no actual impact on the exam or the care Mr. Dart received, their conduct was inconsistent with and demonstrated disregard for the concussion protocol requirements and therefore constituted a violation.
So Al Mackey said, what happens if your check is less than the amount? I'll give you a perfect example, my friend.
Oh, wow.
So let's be clear. I was the 45th pick in the draft.
Yep.
Second round. Right? Kind of up top half of the second round. My first year, I made 100 grand.
Okay.
105 grand. Right? This was in 90. I played New Orleans. The only time I played New Orleans my whole career. I got 50 tickets. Right? When I got, and we got paid every week. When I got my check on Monday, it said to be continued on next check.
Wow.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Wow.
I went no check.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And so, like, were you back whole after 2 checks? Or 3 checks?
Yeah. It was 1 check and some change.
Okay.
So tickets. So it was
How many
like,
tickets do you get? Do you get
2.
You get that's it?
Yeah, but and usually what you can do is you can try to get them from
You can pool
other
them.
players.
Pool them.
Yeah. So I did that.
You did that and then still?
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that was crazy. And
Can't even imagine what that is now with these ticket prices.
no, I know. Now it's 2.
Did you get good tickets?
No. It's still visiting team tickets.
Oh, that's right. Wow. So
Right.
they weren't even good tickets?
No.
Goodness gracious.
I think that at the time, so now you can probably get a like face value ticket is what the cheapest ticket is probably $100, $200.
At the NFL game?
Yeah.
For face value, probably. But
Yeah.
I've seen some Dolphins tickets are going real cheap. Right
Yeah.
now.
So I think the tickets.
I think it costs more to park right now than it does to go to a Dolphins game.
I think the tickets I got were
they've gotten serious.
$75. So they were on the bottom, but like in the corner.
In the bag. Okay.
Right.
Not bad tickets.
Not bad tickets. But they weren't quite the most expensive. But and
I thought you were going to say the story when you got fined for throwing the ball in that you did it so many times because I know you said that the guys.
Yeah. So here, here's what happened. It was my second year, and I started the season off with 5 catches and 4 touchdowns. Right. So as the season went on, right, I chucked one in the stands and we won. So one of the offensive linemen said, you got to keep doing it. I'm like, no, it cost me $1,500. Keep doing it. Right. You learn that there's certain players like your offensive line. If your offensive lineman tell you to do something, like you're going to do it because at any point in time they could just, olay. So I threw it again. Now it was $2,500. So now that's $4,000. Now I'm kept scoring touchdowns. I did it again. Right?
And it's not the same fine, it increases.
$5,000.
That's crazy.
Right?
It's gonna get higher.
I say, yo, what's up? I did it again. $7,500.
Woo.
Right?
Up there.
This
quick.
is all getting cute. Keep in mind, at the time, my check is $7,000 a week. So I'm like, hey man, I gotta quit doing this.
Go to Outback.
Right? So I score again, like a couple of weeks later. The offensive line, they're looking at me.
You gonna throw it?
I gotta chuck it. I'm like, hey man. Like, I said, you throw it. Throw it.
Oh.
Whoop. Now, it got all the way up to $7,500. But here's what happened. They put the cash on my desk on Monday.
Nice.
Each time.
Oh, okay.
So I got it back, but
That's
like
it still made you nervous.
Yes. Like, dude, you just imagine.
Who pulled? I wonder if they pool it together. Be like, all right, I got to cover Horde. Who's got the money?
Yeah, they just like that. It's happened to me before too. Like it's like you, and as I tell people this, I don't want to sound disrespectful when I say this. It doesn't matter what your coaches think of you. It matters what the guys on the field think of you. And you have to do whatever you can, right?
Right.
To earn that respect.
Can I ask you a question? Who is the rat on that stuff? Because I know you guys have a checker for uniforms. Is there just a guy who's like, oh, Horde did that? Like, is that?
It could be the same guy.
It's the same guy.
It's
Who's
just like you have, but
What a
it's
funny
on TV.
I understand.
It's on TV.
I understand.
Like,
but what a nerd job. Where
well,
it's like,
guess what? The guys that do it, I played with two guys that do that now.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Yep. Reggie Langhorne and Felix Wright.
Just
I
the
play with
fine
them,
police, huh?
and I see them at some of the games, right? And they go out pregame, and they're like telling guys, "Hey, pull your socks up."
You dunked that ball over the goalpost. Write it down.
Yeah, that's like
write it down.
So, like, yeah, man, it's
guy with the clipboard.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Leroy chucking foot-long chicken tendies at the end of the game. First of all, let me tell you this: Timbo Slice.
Wow.
No grown-ass man is saying chicken tendies.
Love tendies.
Right? Like, get out of here with that.
We'll take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. It is Tobin and Leroy here with you on FM 104.3 WQAM. Hey, Rock the Ocean's iconic music festival, Tortuga, returns to Fort Lauderdale Beach next April with Post Malone, Riley Green, Kenny Chesney, and way more. Intangibles! We're giving you a chance to win 3-day passes for you and a friend. To enter, go to the contest page at WQAM.com and register now. 15 minutes of Gameday Uncensored here, which is brought to you by the Lexus TX. Room for all your passions in 3 rows of luxurious comfort. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Dolphins getting set for the Falcons. I have a story here. Some ESPN producers fed up with Pat McAfee's diva behavior. Punting!
Well,
I don't know about diva behavior, but I got him on. We got him on TV right now, and he looks like he's got some McGregor flowing through him right now.
Yeah. But you know what the thing is here's the problem. When your bosses treat Pat McAfee a certain way, it allows him to be that way, and you just kind of got to deal with it.
This is from Front Office Sports. Pat McAfee's latest remarks about ESPN were met with gritted teeth by some coworkers who are fed up with what they describe as diva-like behavior, sources tell Front Office Sports. But there's also a sense that nothing's going to change since the talented and influential McAfee has the backing of 3 top executives. ESPN's president of content, Burke Magnus, chairman Jimmy Pitaro, and Walt Disney CEO Bob Iger. Those are some powerful allies.
Isn't it Eager?
No, I think it's Iger.
Iger?
Yeah. That's what sources tell OFS following McAfee's dismissive comments earlier this week, talking about the old people at ESPN producing College Game Day. Yeah, he was making some comments about them, but they're not too fond of me. He says, for 3 years, people have really hated me. All those producers that are at Game Day too. It's been a fun run. College football is great. Okay, cheers. Have a great day. Some ESPNers have grown tired of McAfee's public whining, sources say, which they view as juvenile, unprofessional, and bad for business.
Unless you're on the other end of it and he's speaking the truth. Right? Like, you know what? What part of life, if you say something that's accurate, is it being mean or disrespectful? It's only mean or disrespectful if it's not true.
Well, I don't know. When you walked in today and said, "What's up, fat Mexican?"
I did not say that.
No way.
No, I did not.
Leroy.
I did not say that.
-1.
Tobin, did he say that?
I said it looks like he should have been holding a chalupa or something.
That's right. That's what it was.
-1.
No. Did you see what he looked like?
Put the mustache on.
Put the mustache on. This is
Yes,
when I
Leroy,
walked in to say.
I saw that.
When I walked in to say hi to Marcos, that's how he was dressed.
I still think he looks.
I would never say
He
anything
looks
about
like
a
Cheech
chalupa.
Chong. After before and after.
I think he looks like former Marlins closer Todd Jones.
I look like I throw a mean knuckleball.
I wish I could have a picture of Todd Jones.
And
here
you
for
give out
reference.
knuckle sandwiches.
Sandwich.
So Jennifer.
This was former.
No, I'm not defending you. No.
Former
I'm not
Marlins.
asking you to defend me.
Former Marlins closer Todd Jones.
That's a sweet stash right there. Samesies. That's pretty good.
It keeps falling off too. That's
I don't understand why.
It's the cheapest mustache.
Right. They put
I'm
no
sure there's
sticky stuff
double-sided
on it.
tape somewhere in the office. Fix it.
That's like the new water bottles. They're so thin, if you open it, water squirts everywhere.
There you go. Tell me that's not Marcos right there.
Which one's me? Which one's him?
Nah, that was no. Marcos is him after his career. So post career.
The Marlins did have a run of closers where they just kept finding guys.
And they were awesome.
They were awesome. Like 50 save. Todd Jones, Joe Borowski, Armando Benitez when he left the Mets.
Who's Six Finger?
That was Alfonseca.
Yeah.
Joe Borowski.
Yeah.
That's a good name.
That is a good name. I thought he was going to stink. I was like, Joe Borowski. He throws like 80 miles an hour. He's going to close. Worked out. Worked out for the fish. So yeah, they're mad at McAfee over there. Some ESPN, if McAfee has an issue with his game day producers, they believe he should hammer it out in person and not publicly rip them when they can't go on TV to defend themselves. Totally unnecessary. Grow up and talk to these people to make it better. You're not the victim, one source told FOS. Everyone is bending over backwards to put you in a good position, and these are the same people incentivized for you to succeed. Another was more blunt about the complaining from McAfee's, as they called him, quote, an entitled diva.
Yeah. So a lot of people are like that. A lot of people in that, like, come on. Punting. Yeah.
There's only one person that McAfee gets in line for, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
Somebody said fans warned McAfee not to go to ESPN for this exact reason. And I could give you like 10 to 12 million other reasons why you go to ESPN. What do you get, 10 million a year or something like that?
I don't know.
Ridiculous
He's
amount.
got to be killing it. He's doing that. He's doing game day.
Right. Like, that's, again, sometimes what happens here is when you go to a place like ESPN, you go there under the conditions, I want to do things my way, right? And this is how it's going to be. And they go, fine. We want your product. We want your.
And sometimes you have like producers that are really annoying. You know, like they'll
show up once a week.
Yeah, they'll show up once a week. They'll push, they'll push stupid bits on you. You know, like being a fake cop or
or that double dip in the morning.
Double dip. Just for example, nothing like real. I'm just throwing out examples, of course, of like dumb bits.
Oh, wait a minute, Smeathan. Marcos has Klay Thompson. Tobin has JJ Redick. Leroy has Aaron Rodgers. I have Pat McAfee.
Wow, I didn't.
You know what? Because you just like him. You diva.
Wow.
Right?
I thought everybody was Schmeathan's Pat McAfee.
Right.
I'd hate to see what he says about Pat. We're not even his
J Fig has birds.
You think he's blocked from his chat on YouTube?
Wait, here's another good one. Marco's mustache falling off describes the Dolphins season. Like their mustache just keeps.
I'm telling you, the one thing with McAfee right now is he looks like he has. I don't know where are they? They're at Vanderbilt. Is that where they're at?
Yeah.
Hey, why is Nick Saban so tanned?
Nick Saban looks really relaxed.
Right.
Nick Saban
coaching had him in a level. I'm gonna say this: when he was in Cleveland, the dude yelled so much. Like we had so what would happen is you have the team meeting, right? And the offense would be up front and the defense would be up back. And then what you would do is you close the little partition, and then it was offense and defensive meetings. And we would have to go over 2 or 3 times with the full group meeting and knock on the door. Hey, can you turn it down a notch?
Oh, well, okay. Well, that makes sense why McAfee looks like that. He's in Nashville. Like he probably went to Broadway last night. He's probably hammered. Like it's probably sweating through his veins right now.
Him and throwing in chairs with
him and Morgan Wallen and Jay Cutler.
Oh yeah.
Is Jay Cutler doing guest picking tomorrow for Vanderbilt, or he just doesn't care?
No way. Was he in
trouble? Are they gonna have? Didn't he get in a little trouble?
He got a DUI recently.
Oh, okay.
So are you gonna have him?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are. Like who does Jay Cutler have to answer to? That's the only thing.
Say whatever meeting it was, 100% Leroy was eating something. Nope.
Somebody was saying, can you guys name the Marlin who also played in the NBA? And yes, GP mentioned it right. Mark Hendrickson.
Oh.
Very good.
Well, I mean, not a lot of
either sport.
Oh, not a Marlin. I know that. I didn't enjoy when he pitched.
I mean, I know Tom Brady played behind a guy who played baseball and football.
Henson, right?
Yeah. They loved them some Drew Henson.
I can't believe, it was funny because it was like when I was watching the Dion thing, just like who wouldn't just support that being awesome? People actually having a problem that he was awesome at both sports.
Yes. I'm gonna tell you something. People had a problem with Dion for all the wrong reasons, right? He didn't swear. He didn't curse, right?
Bull junk.
Right. He was just, if he would have came out in today's world, NIL would have had to pay him $1 billion because he was entertainment, right? And if you were old and white, you didn't like it, pretty much. But
Tim
he was
McCarver hated him.
right because he was like, dude, the dude had confidence in what he did. When he went to the combine, took a limo, got out of the limo, ran a 40, got back in the limo, and left. Like, just stuff like that. And was probably one of the best to ever do it. And then played baseball. They said he said he played a game once, played a football game, took a helicopter to a playoff game, got IVs on the helicopter, and then went and played a baseball game. Keep in mind, he was playing for free. He wasn't getting paid to play baseball.
Crazy.
Right.
We'll take a break, play a little "You're Dead to Me" to close things out.
dead to me.
All right. Let's bury some people. You're dead to me. Hey, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame members Rush just announced their 50-something tour, and we got your chance for you and a guest to win a flyaway to see them at Madison Square Garden in New York City. Prize includes tickets to the show, round-trip airfare, and a 2-night hotel stay. To enter, go to WQM.com. This is a national contest. I'll go first. Leroy, fix your camera because I got 2 Marcoses on my screen.
Lucky you.
You got 2.
Never mind. Yeah,
Nice.
careful.
Very
Careful.
kind. Very kind of you.
You know what they say about Leroy? He's too kind.
So kind.
Wait, why are you shaking your head, Jennifer?
You know why. You know why.
Here's who's dead to me. The Charlotte Hornets.
Oh,
you know what you did.
Yeah.
You know what you did.
You're dead to me.
You know what you did. All right.
You're dead to me.
You're not fooling anybody. Hornets. You know what you Let me tell you something, NBA.
Yeah.
Let me tell you. I can't prove it yet. But you two are dead to me because you know what you did.
You're dead to me.
You know what you did. Dead to me. Dead.
Somebody say I'm about to end up on that Terron and Chauncey list. No, I'm not.
You're dead to me.
What do you got, Leroy? Who's dead to you?
So, along your lines, the NBA. You know what you did.
You know what you did.
You know what was up.
You know what you did.
Right? Y'all knew something was not kosher about that trade.
Nope.
And you tried to just let it go.
Give me back my
You're
pick.
dead to me.
Give me back my pick.
Us, man.
Hey, we're going to say this, and then we'll never mention it again. Does that mean that the Godfather got fleeced?
Oh, like a sheep, dude. Like a freaking sheep.
He's like 100 thread cotton sheets.
Oh, we were already
250.
We were already fleeced. To be honest with you, it was already the worst. It was already the worst trade in Heat history. But now it's just now it's gone triple platinum.
Yeah, but trading a first round pick in the 20s or 30s is no big deal in NBA.
Yeah, but it is when you can't trade for whales.
No, I know it. The ramifications of not having that pick.
Yeah.
That has more to do with trading this. So I get you there. But I'm saying just the trading of the pick, if it was going to be 25 to 30, no big deal. It's the other stuff.
GP20 says it's like a Thriller album. Thriller fleece.
You're dead to me.
Jennifer, who's dead to you?
Speaking of being fleeced, there is a woman who fleeced a restaurant. She got arrested. Once again, this is fraud. This is just the whole topic of this week, basically. Fraud. There's a woman who claimed she was Eminem's wife, and she was eating at a restaurant and said, "Don't worry, I'm not going to pay for this. He will, because I'm his wife." Walked away.
Was he in the restaurant?
No.
Oh.
In fact, they're not even married. Obviously, they're not married.
Did she ever remarry? From
he is dating his stylist, apparently.
No, good for him.
Stylist.
The only thing I ever see about
wears is white t-shirts and wow.
Stylist, okay, Leroy.
Fleeced.
Sometimes people can't do that.
Fleeced.
Fleeced.
Wait, he dresses like rapper Adam Sandler. He
Yes.
does.
It's a style. It's a choice.
Shirts and hoodies.
Yeah.
It's a choice, guys.
Wow.
Marshall, I have the latest coming in. He goes, "Oh, great. What do you got for us, sweetheart?" New hoodies. That's why I pay you the big bucks.
That's why I do it.
She knows. You know what though? I gotta tell you something. As a man, you know, and getting into the washed old age that I am, there's nothing quite like when your significant other finds your sweet spot. Because there's a time when you're like in your early 30s, they try and dress you how they want you to dress. But then comes a sweet spot where they give up and they just give you what makes you happy. And you're like, this is great. What'd you get me today? Black t-shirts? Perfect. That's what I wanted.
No.
I don't understand.
That's what I wanted.
We're simple creatures, right? Like for the last 30 gift-giving days for men, I get drawers and socks, right? Like,
Are you complaining here or you like it?
No, I'm just saying. Like, I'm okay
Because-
with it. If I tried that with my wife or my
Mm-hmm.
daughter, oh no. What is this?
Courtney says, Tobin, when you go to the Hornets game this season, you should scream that out.
You know what you did?
I love that everybody.
Hey.
I love that everybody wants my credential just revoked. I think that's that's the greatest thing about you guys at games. You're like, why do you talk like that? Do bits. I want you to go to the games and do bits for us.
This is the epitome of our show and our the people on the chat. Eminem backwards is men in me. Just that's in the chat.
Okay. What?
Exactly.
I do
Right.
think. See, don't forget too. The Hornets really tried to stick it to the Heat because remember what they made the Heat game this year for their night promotions? They made it gambling night.
Oh, and then they had to change
They
it.
had to revoke it. They
Right.
had to turn it. So they're look. I'm sure they're sitting back in their offices, laughing it up because you know what you did. You know what you did.
Mm-hmm.
Give me back my pick.
Everybody knows what they did except Pat Riley.
How do you fleece the Godfather, man?
Maybe you know if I couldn't refuse.
Shut up!
Froggy,
You and
what,
your
who's
fake
the-
costume.
I will take a pivot to the NFL. Not sure if you guys had a chance to discuss this this week, but a petition is going around. Did you guys see anything about this?
Nope.
A petition to make George Strait the Super Bowl headliner.
The king.
As of right now, it's up to 66,000 signatures.
It's not a lot.
Not a lot.
It's not a lot.
I don't know why they want him. What's wrong? What's wrong with Bad Bunny? He's only like
Honestly,
one
for
of
a
the
second, I
biggest
completely
artists
forgot
in the
he was
world.
performing.
What?
I don't
like,
know. Everyone's
what's
a
wrong-
big
what's
fan
wrong
of
with-
Bad Bunny, and then out of
And
nowhere, it's
for-
like,
for you,
oh, why
for
is
you
he here?
idiots out there who didn't realize he was American, that's your fault.
Also, if you wanted to get like a country star, like shouldn't you go with like Morgan Wallen right now? George
Yes.
Strait. I mean, he's a little bit of an old school
Hey, with
classic.
Over 60 number one hits in more than 40 years.
No, he's a legend. I'm not trying
He's
to
more
piss on
like
the legacy
someone
that
you
is George Strait.
feature. He's more like someone you feature. In
Yeah,
your show.
you bring him out. It'd be like asking like Dolly Parton to do the halftime show. Like monster star, everybody loves Dolly.
Love
but, like,
Dolly.
come on.
Got a problem with Dolly?
Working 9 to 5. One way to make a living,
Dolly Parton is
baby.
the sweetest. Even when she announced that she wasn't dying recently, she's like, "I'm not dying." I'm like,
Dolly Parton's pretty good.
Thank you. It's right now. It's right off note from "What happens to bits."
Oh yeah,
So,
that's good.
so wow, dude, this country is close to redneck, so you're spot on with that. I know who they haven't picked. A certain Canadian rapper.
Oh,
Too busy doing the World Cup, guys. Don't forget that.
What?
Too busy hosting the biggest soccer tournament ever.
He's not. Is he hosting it?
Yeah, he is.
What do you mean he's hosting it?
I don't really know what that means. I don't understand. It's not been good. It's not been good.
What did we do to deserve losing our pick? Try to improve the team. This is all Joe Cronin's fault anyway. If you would have just traded us Damian Lillard in the first place,
but then wait,
we would have never traded for Terry
Dame would have been
Rozier.
out for this year, and you wouldn't have had him anyway.
I would have had him for a couple of years, and it would have been amazing. We would have won
Really?
the championship.
You think?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you make a lot of assumptions in sports.
Oh, we would have won the championship. We would have won. Just like if Goran was healthy.
All right.
Good times. Good
All
times.
right, I got you.
Anyway.
Do you have double duty on Sunday?
Me?
Yeah.
Don't know yet.
Oh,
why? Basketball and football?
I have football for sure. I don't know about basketball. I mean, I'm going to be at the game no matter what.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I'm on double duty yet.
Why? I thought you just automatically do the pregame.
For what?
Oh, you do pregame for football, but not basketball.
I'm doing pregame for football, yeah.
Oh, okay.
For sure. I'm doing that. That I will be there for.
Oh, you guys.
I will be boots
You
on-
and
I will be-
Solana can just go from porpoise pod to.
Yeah. I don't know if that. Yeah, there's. I don't know. But
you still
I will
doing
be at the
porpoise
game boots on the ground either way.
All right. Well, I say that to say try to find some rest tomorrow while you're watching some UFC action. Matt and
How can I rest when I know what the Hornets did? How can I rest?
Won't rest.
How
We
can I
will not
rest?
rest until justice is.
Those scoundrels are
You're
out
not
there.
gonna get. You know why you can't? You're not gonna get anything for it because the league was also in on it.
Bastards. You know what you did.
And how can they
Did you
give? Can they
still
just
say
give a
allegedly by
compensatory?
saying
thing?
that?
They can do whatever they want. Schmieden says leaving your family on a Sunday to spend 4 hours talking about a 1/6 team. Yeah, it's not great. I understand. I understand. I know. You know, my son last week, he was like, why don't we just bet against the Dolphins? I'm like,
Really?
not bad.
You already got him into the little. That's how it starts. Next thing you know, you're gonna have an underground ring.
Mr. Tobin, Tommy has been running poker games for Sour Patch Kids.
He's been betting all of his Halloween candy.
It's like,
What would your response be to that?
A little bit of pride, though. Has he been winning?
SDI says he was on the team for 2 years. You guys are acting like you got arrested the day after the trade. Yeah, like
no, but the incident was in 2023 before he got here.
Yeah,
that's the whole
real like SDI to defend nefarious gambling action.
Just like SDI.
Why don't you go get some more gel?
Yeah.
Well, that's our show, everybody. We hope you have a grand weekend. Thanks for tuning in. Hockman, Crowder, and Solana are coming up next, and we will talk to you rascals on Monday.
I go in there with some cargo shorts.
Lapande Chan. Let's go to break. Huh? You wanted me to go to this giant Serbian and say, here's my impression of your mother? Frog boy, quickly.
Very quickly, guys. Titties.
I feel like a tramp stamp back here.
Horny people only right here on Tobin and Leroy.
Start digging in your butt, twin.
Come and find me, motherfuckers.